Hello, everybody. This is Mike, also known as Win 5 Get 1 Free, and welcome back to another Thursday of New Amsterdam. Back by unpopular demand, it's us! Where we last left off, to remind everybody, we were in a situation where six of the party members were going out to get information on the streets. One of the party members was going to get information from Belladontra. One of the party members was going to go and deal with some hacking. And one of the party members is Lucky. And I have no idea what Lucky's going to do tonight. So, who wants to go first?
Well, she's up all night to get lucky. She's up all
Um,
night.
I was gonna
Good
say,
point.
Lucky is gonna be spying on everybody for a little bit. So
So yeah, we'll come back to Lucky then. Later. Lucky will be one of the later ones.
I'll go,
Go ahead.
I'll go first if you want me to.
Okay, yeah, sure. So Cash,
Okay.
you have given Felix a ride back to Tartarus, and Felix is like, "Oh shit. So yeah, nice bike, nice driving skills.
Thank
Pretty
you.
impressed, generally. Um, I am not nearly drunk enough. By the way, it's like 3 in the afternoon. He's like, I
Okay.
am not nearly drunk enough, so I'm gonna go hit the bar and work on that tab that I'm allowed to work up."
Okay, that's fine. I'm gonna head back and try and figure some of this out.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds good. Well, hey, if you need anything, I will kill a guy just for fun, really. So don't hesitate to call me.
Okay, I sounds good. Thank you.
Okay, kisses, bye. And he just
Kisses, bye.
he just walks into the bar. So this is the first time that we really get to look at Cash and Cash's living space. So Cash, you live below a nightclub. It's probably a medium-sized room, but not a very pretty room yet. You guys have just moved in here like a month ago.
Mhm.
What does you and what is it, Luna?
No, that's Trixie.
Yeah. So what does you and Trixie's room look like?
Well, she is an artist. She's creative just like me. So on top of doing like her own stuff, she's also got like paints and stuff. And I'm sure it's probably a little difficult to come by.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe not. But
No, like
the
paints, that's not that hard.
yeah, so canvases and stuff and just like she's got her area and then my area is like all gadgets and electrical pieces and like some
Yeah.
broken down parts and obviously something I've been tinkering with for a while at a desk and then it just doesn't seem to work out. You can tell I got frustrated and threw a screwdriver. Then
Oh,
came back and maybe
absolutely.
we'll pick it up later. Yeah, like
No, I
it
hear you. I
almost
hear you.
it almost hit her canvas and it made her really upset. I was like, I'm sorry. I need to
Right,
control my anger.
right.
I'm sorry.
Love
um,
that. Love that.
yeah, and it's just this little space that we're trying to make our own. So she's got her area, I've got my little area, and then in our mutual space, it's very cozy. Like
Yeah.
it's a space where you feel like you're getting a hug. Does that
Yeah, and
make sense? Like emotionally.
yeah, and like I'm assuming you've got like a soft chair or something there, something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
totally.
and this juxtaposes kind of the cold harshness of the room of it's a concrete room with a metal floor. You know what I mean?
Hmm. Yeah.
So and like it's got like a concrete ceiling even. So like it's
Hmm.
not great looking. Have you guys put paint on the walls? Because you've been there for a month. I'm sure that Lucky would have approved that.
Oh god, yeah, if she approved it, then we totally did. Like, that would've probably been the first thing Trixie was like, "We need to paint these fucking god awful walls."
here's the thing:
Yeah.
even if Lucky says no, what you do is you just go to Scene, and Scene says, "Yeah, why?"
Good to know,
Love
very
that.
good to know. Yeah, so, like, they'd probably be nice warm colors, but
Mhm.
not too dark because I there aren't any windows, I'm assuming,
No,
because 'cause we're
no, you're
underground.
underground.
Yeah, so warm but still brightens up the room and just makes it feel um not so industrial. Like I'm sure if there were any pipes or anything, she probably left those alone because that's pretty cool. But
Yeah.
on the whole, it's just like it's a really we've definitely grown into it. It's not quite enough space for us, but I don't think we'll ever have enough space for all the shit that we're doing. So it's cluttered but comfy.
Okay. Yeah. So it's kind of cluttered but comfy. I get you. So what is your workspace in your room, or do you have a separate area that you've set up a workspace in?
Well, I've got a desk there where I tinker with stuff. If I can set up a different space to where are you talking about like the net running stuff or just the
Yeah, there
general
is a runner's closet, but that's more
Okay,
like getting direct access to the dev, like a
right,
hard line into the dev.
right.
Like if you're just okay, so if you're just accessing say like an interface like you have gotten
Mhm,
from Estre's corpse,
mhm,
um what kind of like are you working in your room? Are you working in the runner's closet? Those are kind of the two places you got like an opportunity to use because the rest of the place is
right,
mostly accounted for.
right.
Unless you
Anything that
want to
I
go to
would
the
use
garage.
right. And that might be a space that I might dip into if I'm just like feeling confined. But if it's something that I don't want to do around Trixie, I'm gonna take it to the runner's closet. And this would probably be one of those times.
Okay.
So if it's possible, it'd be cool to have a separate room where we have a studio for our like brain dance stuff
Um,
where we work together.
Probably not yet. The runner's closet can theoretically fit two.
Hmm.
But right now, there's not a lot of space
Yeah,
unaccounted for in Tartarus. So
yeah.
you probably got to get in where you fit in. You know what I mean?
Right, right. So we're just probably working together at like my little desk. I'll clear off all the junk
Yeah.
and be like, okay, let's build some shit.
Right.
Um, but yeah, if I'm working on stuff that I really don't want to have to explain, I'm gonna take it to the runner's closet.
Okay. So yeah, you walk in and you've been gone for most of the morning and early afternoon. Do you go and say hey to Trixie, or do you like go straight to the runner's closet? How do you handle it?
Oh yeah, I'll let's see here. I'm not covered in blood this time, am I?
No, no. I
Okay.
mean, you smell kind of like you smell kind of like a fucking a morgue, but other than that,
Okay, that's fine. So anything that I have, I'm just gonna like tuck in a bag. So,
mhm.
it's just like my little tiny duffel that I've got with me or fanny
Yep, yep,
pack here.
yep.
And I will definitely pop in and say hi to her first. Like that's the
Yeah.
first thing I want to do.
Oh yeah.
So meander that way.
Yeah, and you pop in and she's painting right now. She's actually painting a she's painting what do I want her to paint. I think she's probably painting a kind of um you know that one street in New York that the sun rises up perfectly?
Mhm.
Um she's painting one of those, but it's more like a canal where you get like a glint through the smog in New
Mhm.
Amsterdam. She's like got a
Yeah.
photo she's referencing and she's kind of painting that, but it's kind of expressionistic and flowy.
Mhm. Oh my god,
Yeah.
I love that.
Mhm.
So, um I'll walk in and I'll just be like, "Hey, that looks amazing. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh."
And she'll be like, "Yeah, I'm not quite sure the sun kinda," and she kinda looks at it and then she dots a tiny bit of white in the middle and like takes her pinky finger and just kind of like rubs it a little bit and then
Yeah.
kind of looks at it appraisingly, shrugs a little bit to herself more than to you, and then comes around and gives you a kiss and pulls back and goes, "Oh, you smell like old people."
I know. I know. We were out getting some footage and we ended up in a morgue. It was
Yeah,
awful. I
that's
know.
they're making you go to morgues.
Oh, well, it's kind of just a I don't know, I just popped in to see what would happen. Is that terrible of me? Just my curiosity always gets the best of me.
Yeah, and she kind of looks at you and goes, "Hey, if you want to look at flat lines, I'm not gonna stop you." You know.
Liar, you was across the sea, liar.
Stop!
From
She's
Mars
not
to
here.
Mercury,
Yeah.
liar. Sorry.
And yeah, she kind of goes, "Well, if you're gonna hang out, I don't usually ask, but if you wouldn't mind, taking a shower, I just don't want you making the bed sheets. You know what? I don't even care.
Oh,
And kind of
no.
gives you like a welcoming smile.
Babe, I have a great idea. Who makes the shower, GM?
um, we can off-screen that, but it
Oh,
is
no, no, we
definitely
would never.
yeah, it's definitely a stall shower.
Okay, that does not need to be role played, but
Yeah,
that
yeah,
is the exact thing that will occur. I will just
yeah,
be like, I have a better idea. I
yeah,
really need a shower, but you're amazing, so let's go.
yeah. Okay. Right on. And like maybe we get the after effect where like she kind of walks out in a towel and she's got the towel around her long hair and like she's got a long pixie cut, like one that or not pixie cut, a long half cut. You know what I mean? That
Yeah,
kind of goes down past her shoulders. So she
yeah.
actually has to take care of it. And she kind of pops over by the fridge and pops it open and pulls out a little styrofoam package and hands it to you and goes, I got some Thai food earlier. I was out and about grabbing some stuff from the old oh, from him.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh, you went to Pip? Oh, babe. Oh, babe, you
Mm-hmm.
have no idea how excited I am about this.
And
Oh,
she looks at you like, why?
I really missed this place. Really missed it. Like, I didn't think I would miss anything about that, but I realized I have really missed this place.
Oh, the Thai
I
place.
was gonna
Okay.
say, I
Yeah.
think she's talking
I
about
was
something
like,
different, Amy.
No,
yeah,
I'm talking about the tie.
yeah. She
Something
kind of she
completely
kind of looks
different.
and goes, "Oh, duh. All right, weirdo." And kind of smiles and gives you one of those like fake punch things.
Thank
Um,
you.
and she's like, yeah, I think they deliver, but delivery fees because they can't go through Canal Belt South are like super expensive unless we get drone, and drone is expensive too. And
Yeah.
I don't know. I figured I was in the neighborhood. I'd just get some.
You are amazing, and I love you.
Yeah, and she's like, she kind of smiles, goes, I know, you know, uh, and goes back to her painting and goes, now, if you'll excuse me, Miss Distraction, I have a painting to work on. It's my next
I
magnum opus.
I mean, I'm here for it, but you've got like 20 minutes after I'm done with this food.
I didn't
Oh
realize she was an
crap!
artist.
Huh?
Yeah,
I didn't realize she
trick
was an
me.
artist.
Mm-hmm.
We've
Yeah,
got
she
a.
paints.
All right, then in my mind, we've got a little. I have to probably run it by Scene, but Scene, I think it's time we had Tartarus fully decorated.
I thought it was decorated.
I think we need some impressionist murals
Oh, okay.
and
You're
some
gonna have to pay Trixie
frescoes
for that.
on the wall. Well, duh. I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
that's well, she's here for a reason.
Oh, yeah.
We're,
Mm-hmm.
I thought we agreed to hire her when we hired you.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but you hired us to do brain dance edits. Everything else that she does is
That's
more.
fine.
Herb
And I get
is.
a 10% cut because I brought her because I want to buy more stuff for
Uh,
my fucking cyber deck.
no, we'll just
Fucking
cut you out.
Christ.
You're not a fixer. We'll just cut you out completely.
Yeah, true.
I will take her with me and leave. I'm just kidding.
Leave
I
over
think
what would probably be 100 Eddie mural. Yeah, okay.
right, right.
It's
It
so ridiculous.
What you would get 10% of, so 10 eddies.
yeah.
Wow,
I could
that's
buy a
great.
chip with that.
Be like,
God, you
but
could buy a couple gumballs with that. Holy shit.
Oh yeah.
let's
Oh, that's
see.
terrible.
I would
Yes,
probably
we should
ask for a
definitely hire her.
fresco, a mural, some touch-ups, and then probably a stage backdrop.
Damn, that's a lot. That's gonna end up being a several
Mhm.
thousand Eddie project by the end of it.
Well, anything to
Mhm.
keep her happy and off of her girlfriend, so her girlfriend can go do stupid shit that's gonna get her killed.
That's valid.
Ooh,
That's valid.
you're
That's a good cover.
amazing. That's a
Um,
really good cover. Um, while I'm like eating the Thai, I'm gonna be like, oh shit. I just remember Lucky asked me to run a couple errands for her. Are you gonna be okay if I go for a little bit? I know I've been
right,
gone all day.
yeah.
I'm sorry.
She like looks at you and goes, "Babe, obviously it's okay. It's not like I'm gonna like just up and disappear on you."
Oh, I know. Uh, I just I just miss
And
spending time with you, and I feel like sometimes we don't get enough time to spend together. So
Listen,
that's
the
all.
last month has been crazy. The dev went down, and then everything went to shit, and you had to make your money, and you made some good money, and, you know, I understand. You're making good money. You got us an opportunity, a place to live that isn't under that fucking grease ball. Do what you
Right.
gotta do.
Okay. Have I mentioned before I love you like so much. Like you are my favorite person. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
yeah. And she just kind of like, she is just like, I love you too. Now go do whatever you gotta do.
Okay. And I'm gonna
Yeah.
probably take whatever Ty is left with me because I will drink the fucking like broth in the bottom. I don't
Oh,
care.
yeah. Oh, yeah. It's
Mm.
actually a Viet Thai place, so like probably there's some pho in there and like
Ooh, yeah.
some like it's a classic fusion where there's like a lot of Asian food that's all fixed in there, but it's all like fusion. So like maybe
Mhm.
there's some like Thai version of bibimbap or something like that. It's
Mhm.
some good shit.
I love it.
Um,
Loving it.
but yeah, no. Yeah. So you kind of head out of the room, and where's your next stop? Runner's closet.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to take that stuff to the runner's closet. So
Okay.
I'll have grabbed my bag and like
Mhm.
popped out again.
Yeah. Yeah, you head out to the runner's closet. It's cold as shit in here, of course, because it's
Right.
a
Yeah.
runner's closet.
Mhm.
Um and yeah, you got a small slab-like table with a couple inputs. You take it that Hank was never one for creature comforts.
Yeah.
Um yeah. Uh and the rest of the party will gladly attest to that. Um But yeah, it's like a slab-like table with some input ports, and like a small little workstation and like 10 to 12 monitors.
Mhm. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I'll
what
pop down and go ahead.
okay. No, I was about to just ask what's your plan?
Oh, yeah. I'll plop down at the desk with the most monitors.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
whatever looks like the most, that's the thing that I've taken. Like this
Oh,
is
no,
all
no.
just for my
There's
space.
the workspace is pretty small. Like
Oh,
it's one of those things where like the runner's closet is called a runner's closet for a reason.
okay. Right,
It's
for sure.
it's like there's maybe like 2 feet of egress around this table in the middle on any side.
Oof. Okay, that's rough. Yeah. So I'll have a plop right at this table and I'll
Yeah.
start pulling out this broken cyber deck
Okay.
and then her interface as well,
Okay.
which I'm not really concerned with that right now because I
Uh-huh.
already have it all flashed. I just needed to get it from that guy,
Mhm.
and I want to start attempting to put this cyber deck back together.
Make me a make me that check. You know the check I'm talking about. I
The
forget the
cyber
name.
deck design.
That's the one. Um,
Okay.
yeah, you had a look at it earlier and came to the same conclusion. This thing's
Hmm.
fucking wrecked. Not only
Okay.
so you can tell kind of the order of operations. It looks like first the entire deck was fried, then it was destroyed with a hammer. You're
Right.
basically that there's basically nothing salvageable on this thing.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. So second thing I'd like to do is take that flash of her interface and
Uh-huh.
plug it in to myself,
Okay.
and I want to start exploring through the chambers of her mind and what's
Well,
left of it, if possible.
excellent, because I've actually planned for just this.
Oh
Uh,
yay!
we are going to go over here. Welcome
Okay.
to Estray's cyber deck or Estray's
Okay.
interface, right?
Uh
So,
huh.
what we're looking at is we're looking at the walls have a strength of 6. You've got a strength
Okay.
of 5 on your front door here at the bottom, and a strength of
Mhm.
7 at your back door here. You see that there are
Okay.
3 programs roaming. You've got 3 memory units, and you've got 1 processor in this thing.
Here, give me 1 sec. I
Okay.
can transfer us over.
Oh, yes, please. Thank you.
I I don't have any real stuff on my deck yet. I've only
Mm.
got like one thing that I was working on before we started.
Okay.
So,
So
um, how do you want to do that? We
so
can come back to me while I
yeah.
work on this
Yeah, we
if you
can
want.
so what we can do right now is we can take a look, and maybe this is the moment for cache, where you open this up and you're thinking this is going to be like any unprotected computer of like, oh yeah, it's literally just I run my bypass code and I'm in.
Mhm.
No,
Right.
this is actual netrunner's like setup, right? So
Yeah.
you kind of open that up, and you see in that classic cyberpunky grid work line sort of situation, you see this laid out in front of you,
Mhm. Got it.
and you just look and you go, I am not prepared for this. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yes.
Yeah. And
Okay.
maybe as you jack out of it, right? um we'll kind of cut as you kind of jack out of it. And what's your reaction to kind of looking at this and then immediately understanding, oh shit, like I wasn't ready?
My first reaction is, well, there's probably two. The first one is, holy shit, she's like a real life net runner. And then the
Yeah.
second reaction is, holy shit, I need to get better data walls.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, you kind of pull back, and maybe we've got this like almost kind of moment, where you kind
mhm,
of like back, look at it and go, oh, okay, I see. Yeah, this is one of these.
mhm,
We're gonna cut. And give me one sec. We're gonna
Oh,
cut
okay.
back. Sorry about that. So what we're gonna do is, give me one second. Sorry, just I'm doing something outside of the game as well. Just fidgeting with a pant leg that needs to be trimmed. Anyway, don't ask. So
Trim your pants, people.
yeah, remember to trim your pants, otherwise they're going to rise up against you.
What?
Um, Napoleon may have kept his armies in his sleeveys, but I keep mine in my pant legs.
What?
Um, so anyway, um, we are gonna cut to, um, let's cut to, the big old gang of people, right? So, right after the situation, um, a private car had been ordered, right? You had Mr. Violet, Skilch, and Mr. Violet, Skilch, Detergent, and Trinix get into that car, right? Uh, and you guys were on a mission. That mission was to get information about the people that you found on that in the duffel bag, right? The pictures, right? So kind of like Skilch and Mr. Violet uh, kind of were like, all right, well, we're going this way. Now, you were going to follow them as well, right, Iwasaki?
Yes, that's correct.
Now, do you follow kind of far behind? Do you just like follow immediately after? How do you do this?
No, I'm pretty well behind them.
Okay. Are you trying to make it not obvious that you're following them?
Oh no.
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah. You guys all drive out. And Skilch is like, well, there's a couple places these boys could be. They're either going to be in Red Light or they're going to be in the pit. If I had to bet, information on these folk is going to be out in Red Light because, I mean, really, what the fuck else is going to be out here, right? Anybody got any input on that? Kind of looking at Detergent and Trinix.
It makes more sense than the pip, definitely. Because what happens in the pip? Nothing.
Yeah, plenty of shit happens in the pip. It's just not the kind of shit that gets hot, generally. Um, kind of chuckles to himself. Mr. Violet, for his part, kind of sitting there. He's cleaning his nails. you know, while they're driving. Um, and you all make it to red light. Iwasaki, are you hanging with them, or are you gonna tail behind them whenever you get to red light?
I'll tail behind them, but I'm not gonna hide the fact I'm following them.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. You guys get to red light, and you know, uh, Skilch is like, right. So, how you figure we do this? We want to split into groups. We want to do this all together. We'll probably cover more ground if we're split, but safety and numbers and all that shit.
Is he not with these people? Or did
No.
he just say, "Oh, I'll
No,
find the Gimp all by myself"?
Yeah. Scene
Yes.
was like, I'll go
Yeah,
investigate.
Scene
what I
doesn't want to
know.
give up his secrets.
Okay.
Gotta keep
His
everything
scene
secret.
crits.
Yeah.
There we go. I got DC'd for a moment. That was weird.
But yeah, I saw that actually. But yeah, he's like, well, we'll split up. Me and Violet draft teams, or do we want to all stick together?
Do
I'm
we
not
need
going by
speed
myself.
or, well, maximum intimidation?
Well, way I'll figure it. And Violet holds up his hand and goes, "This is an audition. If we're going to be auditioned, then we're going to have to make sure that we do this effectively and quickly. I think that speed and splitting up is going to be our best bet, though we should make sure that we keep active agent links on each other."
This
And
guy
Skilch
I
is like, yeah, Skilch is like, "Oh, well, lordy fucking do, whatever you say, you know. Unless someone would like to go against King Violet there."
These two fuckers.
I mean, I'm not a big fan of splitting up, but whatever.
Kind of looks and goes, Violet looks at you and goes, "Well, if we split up, you can come with me. I'll make sure that nothing happens to you." And Skilch is like, "What? You're taking the kid? Ah, you must be taking the piss too. Fuck it, I'll go with the fucking big man."
I am so excited to see how this turns out.
Yeah. And he kind of claps you on the back, Detergent, and goes, any naysayers from you there?"
I will go with you, yes. It is very good.
Kind of nods and goes, "See? Very good. This guy knows his fucking company." Kind of gives you a big fucking toothy grin with his fucking obviously several replaced teeth that are made of various either real or faux precious metal. And it's like well, I'll figure what you guys take west of the canal, we take east, just hit targets on the way. And before anything can even be said, Violet just kind of like looks at you, Trinix, and kind of nods towards the west of the canal.
Okay, let's go die.
He goes, "That's the spirit." Kind of big chuckle and starts walking. So they split up. Iwasaki, which group do you follow?
I'm following the one with the kid.
Absolutely, that is a reasonable thing to do. Yeah. So we'll start with Skilch and Detergent. So Skilch is kind of wandering around. He's going to various places, and we're going to say this takes place over about an hour for both of you, right? He goes into various bars, shows people some Polaroids, does the whole thing where he's like, "Eh, I fucking know that guy. That guy actually owes me a few heads, so I can probably talk to him, get a little bit of shit out of him. Hey, Jem! Hey, Jem!" And the guy like looks and goes, "Oh, fuck." Like, kind of walks up and goes, Jimmy, it's a pleasure to fucking see you, mate. How the fuck are the wife and kids? And he goes, listen, I'll have your money. He goes, Jimmy. Ed's not the important thing right now. Because here's the thing. I got a job. And he's like, I'm not doing jobs right now. I'm sorry. And no, Jimmy. I know you're not doing jobs. I just need a little bit of info. Right? We're looking for some sort of we're looking for a mank and a beef, you know what I mean? He's like, what the fuck? No, I don't. And he like holds out the fucking Polaroid of the two of them, right? He's like, either of these two look familiar? Kind of looks and goes, no, neither of them look familiar to me. Jimmy, did you know that you're just an absolute shit liar? Come on, mate. I'm willing to look over some eds that are owed for you to give me a little bit of help. Like, I don't know her. It's like, oh no, I was asking about two of them, so you do know her. And immediately he takes off. Yeah, and Detergent, you see this guy take off, and Skilch is like, shit, give you 100 eds if you catch him, and starts sprinting after him, just assuming you're going to be faster.
Shit.
I am running.
100
Yeah.
eds.
Yeah, make me an athletics check.
That's like
Oh.
asking a fish to breathe water.
God damn. Yeah. So this motherfucker goes sprinting, right? He's sprinting down the street, going as fast as he fucking can, right? Wings down an alley. You fucking catch him behind the alley too. And what is this Detergent chase scene look like? Like, what is Detergent's reaction to all of this?
Well, he looks pretty determined to catch this guy, so
Mhm.
it probably is a shot of the guy running towards camera,
Uh-huh.
and then this large, jumpsuited, bald, gigantic man just growing in the background behind him as he gets
Oh, yeah.
closer.
Just woo, 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 woo. Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, he wings left down an alleyway. You kind of catch two, and you see he wings down another alleyway and like dumps down a thing of trash, and you hop over that fucking easy, right? And then finally he ducks down one more alleyway, and he hops up onto a fire escape, but he is too late. You can catch him by his foot immediately. How do you secure this guy?
Ooh, with a nice grapple because I know wrestling.
Oh, hell yeah. Just for style points, give me a brawl check. Or martial arts wrestling. Ooh, nice. So yeah, what kind of grapple you doing?
Double chicken wing.
Oh, hell yeah. So you like yank him down off the fire escape ladder and then just double chicken wing him?
Yeah, just grab his wrist, twist him behind his back.
Yup. He's just like, fuck, and like Skilch comes around the corner, breathing heavy, just like, oh fuck, oh Jimmy,
I guess he's.
oh fuck.
I can't believe you've done this. I guess he's not getting those eddies forgiven.
Yeah,
It sucks to
he's
be
like,
him.
right? He's like, oh Jimmy, oh Jesus, calm the fuck on, mate. Detergent, thank you so much, fucking capital. And he winks at you, and you get a notification that you are getting 100 eddies deposited into your account. He's like, Jimmy, walks up and just fucking gives him a big fucking slap in the face and goes, "Who's the beef?" He's like, man, I'm not gonna fucking tell you anything. It's like, you know this man behind you can tear your arms off and then open your mouth wide enough to stick them down it, right? Kind of like, he like looks up at you, Detergent, like turns his head like and just catches a glimpse of your face.
Well, I'm frowning and nodding at him in agreement with what I could do to him. Would you like me to make an intimidate roll?
If you'd like to, yeah. Oh yeah, that's fine. You've got him so fucked over. He's like, okay, shit, okay. Her name, huh? Her name is Chocolade. Okay, her name is Chocolade. She works at Gemstones. It's like, ah, her name is Chocolade. She works at Gemstones. Lovely. Thank you. Thank you so much. You know where Chocolade is now? It's like, no, I haven't seen her in months. Oh, you haven't seen her in months? Haven't given her the old tunnel drive through? Huh? Is that what you're saying? He's like, why the fuck? Man, I'm just trying to help. And it's like, you're trying to help. You fucking didn't help earlier. You still owe me 1,000. Matter of fact, you owe me 1,000 and you owe the big man 100 now. Kinda shoots you a sly look, Detergent.
God damn it.
Yeah. And he's like, wait, fuck. I'll pay you as soon as I can. You'll
Hold on,
pay me.
Hold
Uh-huh.
How much were corpses worth to Reyes again? I'm pretty
Like-
sure you could bring him in, Computer King, and he'd be worth more than 100 as is.
Yeah. Yeah, because I think they were 500, weren't they?
Some shit like that.
250 to 500, something like that. I
Yeah.
forgot what I said.
Something like that.
Depending on condition.
Yeah. He's like,
Anyways.
yeah. He's like, oh, fuck. I'll pay you as soon as I can. And he like does that thing where he grabs under the chin and kind of squishes his mouth and is like, you'll pay me your first installment of 250 eddies on Friday, right? And he like mouth and goes, yes, Mr. Skilch, I'll pay you on Friday. And kind of fucking gives him the like double tap on the face of just that light slap that's just like an insult. Just like, there you go. Detergent, I appreciate it. Our man can go free if he wishes now.
Detergent will let go of his wrists.
Yeah, he fucking flings himself away. He's just like, I'm sorry, fuck, and just like runs down the alleyway. And Skilch fucking like lights up a cig and is like, fucking Manx like him. He can't fucking just like takes a fucking thing. You believe that shit? Tries to fucking run from me after lying to my face. What a fucking asshole.
Next time you will try to catch him first, yes?
Kind of pats his paunch and goes, we all have our strengths. Mine is that most people owe me something or other, or are willing to owe me something or other. Kind of gives you like a sly smile. He's like, passive income, my friend. It's a serious bitch. And like starts walking out. And unless Detergent has a stinger for the end of that.
No,
Yeah.
he will let that stand.
That seems like the kind of thing that Detergent wouldn't really respond to. Yeah. We'll pull back. And we'll pull over to Trinix and Mr. Violet and ostensibly also Iwasaki. Now you're still doing the ghost thing, right? Where you're kind of behind maybe half a block.
Yeah, quarter, half a block.
Sure, I gotcha. Nothing.
Them in eyesight.
Sure, I gotcha. Yeah, they're walking around, and Trinix, Mr. Violet is not a talkative person. He's walking around, and he'll go in a bar. He'll ask some people some questions, and then go. People won't answer his questions. He'll casually nod, and then he'll walk out. And Trinix, you're walking around red light. You've been here before. You've said. But what is kind of your feeling while you're walking around with this guy?
like, okay, after a couple of times him doing that, I'm like, dude, do you realize you're not going to get very much information if you just give in and fucking. You could press them. People lie. Yeah, I mean, come on, dude.
Kind of
I'm
looks
support
at
staff. You're supposed to be the front runner, right?
yeah. He kind of nods and goes, "Well, I appreciate your enthusiasm, but one of the things that I learned quite early on is reading people is a lot easier than you'd think. Most of these bartenders, if I offer them what I was offering them, generally he offered them 20 to 50 eddies, they would cave and they would tell me if they knew. But most of these ladies and gentlemen appear to have not ever interacted with either of these people. Kind of, walking around and stops in front of a store and goes, though I think that this might be a decent lead. And you guys are stopped in front of a pretty plain building. There's nothing really marking this spot. It's just like a door on a concrete wall in between two businesses. Kind of. And he's like, have you ever been to what is known as a hidey hole?
I may not have known what it was at the time, but somebody got hurt. I got called to a place to fix them. It might have been a hidey hole. I don't know.
Hmm.
It happens.
Well, most hidey holes are, in fact, hospitals of sorts. He kind of opens the door, and in the door, you immediately smell the smell of antiseptic, the smell of you smell like the smell of antiseptic. You smell all these medical smells: gauze, metal, oil, right? Solder, and you see that you are in a Ripper Docks. Kind of opens the door for you and ushers you in.
Oh yeah, I go in because this sounds kind of fun.
Yeah, you walk into the Ripper Docks. Um, let's see here. Iwasaki, you see that these guys walk into this plain building.
Okay.
Yeah. What's your plan of action? Do you stand outside of the building? Do you stay a decent distance away from the building? Do you go in the building?
No, I stand outside the building,
Okay,
leaning up against the wall near the door.
sure.
Bring the good old Ronin hat down a bit so it sort of covers my face.
Absolutely. And
And I activate my high frequency audios.
hell yeah, so you're listening in?
Oh god, yeah.
Absolutely. No, I respect that. So yeah, cutting back to the inside. You guys are walking in, and there's a pretty good supply of like really pretty nice cyberware in here. You've probably never worked with cyberware this nice, though you might have seen it, especially if you've done any window shopping, Trinex. But it's good shit, high quality shit.
Yeah, I might have seen it in some people that are like, "Hey, we pay you a lot of money to fix you."
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Something like that.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, and all this stuff has decorative fonts to it, like black with gold dragons etched in them, or like a sleek blue model with a white pinstripe across it, signifying class and speed, shit like that. Um, Kind of walks up to the counter and you know just kind of does a little, you know, and you hear 1 minute, and this guy kind of walks forward. He's older. He's probably in his 50s, Uh, kind of walks in. He's polishing something, some piece of cyberware, and he comes in and goes, huh. Discerning clientele. It's a pleasure to see you. How can I help you? And he goes, we're not here for servicing. In fact, I'm here for answers. And he goes, sorry, but discretion is the number one issue of my clients. Kind of goes, I know. Kind of looks over at you, Trinix, and this man is ghoulishly tall, so he probably leans down a little bit to kind of like look you in the face and goes, you see, a hidey hole is a place where particularly wealthy, often corporate-backed spenders come to recover from nights out that maybe have gone against where they want to be. There's usually several around the city. Several, at least one in every neighborhood generally. These are put in place by corporations, and thus they have certain such as rules of anonymity. Thus, of course, the right person comes in. Kind of takes the Polaroid out and slides it across the counter and goes, the woman in this picture, I doubt you've seen. But the man apparently made his rounds around these areas. You wouldn't happen to know who that is, would you? Kinda looks and goes, sorry, sir. Even if I knew who that was, then even if I knew who that was, I wouldn't be able to tell you. And then he looks
Come on,
back at you.
doctor to doctor. You can't just like give us a little something, doctor to doctor. Come on.
Yeah, he kind of looks at you and goes, You somewhat reek of street rat. Are you even an accredited doctor from EMED?
God. Did you get your degree from WebMD?
Yeah.
God.
I don't remember.
You
No,
have not.
He
You have
got
not.
it from YouTube.
I mean, I kind of picked up my stuff here and there. I mean, as going along to help people.
Got it from Yahoo Answers.
Yeah.
I have a formal degree, but I
Fucking
know what I'm
horrible.
doing.
Holy
He
shit.
kind of rolls his eyes and goes, and then looks at Mr. Violet and goes, "Sir, I'm sorry, but I don't believe that your company is really even refined enough to be in this building." And Violet says, No. He's my assistant. I'll vouch for him. And you are going to tell me about this man here." And like points at the guy and he goes, "I'm afraid I've already told you that I can't." Kind of Mr. Violet kind of leans back a little bit, his gaunt figure and pale skin almost showing blue in the fucking fluorescent lights, deep shadows welling under his severe tones. And he goes, Would 500 euro dollars loosen your memory? He goes, "Sir, I'm paid more than 500 euro dollars a week. I'm paid more than 500 euro dollars a day." He goes, Interesting. Well, I'm in the market for a new cyber arm, and kind of looks at him and kind of points at a model on the wall. What can you tell me about this? Guy walks up and goes, "Well, it's a fairly standard model." And Trinix, it's like faster than your eyes can even process. There is now a switchblade in this man's stomach. And like he's like, it's the sound of a man who has had the air simultaneously knocked out of him and then refilled from a second hole. And he just looks shocked and goes, "Trinix, would you like to explain why you should keep a knife in a wound as opposed to outside of a wound?"
You die faster when you pull it out, but what? Okay. Yeah, you die faster. You wanna
Kind of,
die faster?
and yeah, and this is the first time you see Mr. Violet actually smile, and he has the grin of a wolf and the eyes of a goddamn maniac. And he like looks and goes, exactly. Currently, there's a blade, and it's lodged right beneath your lungs and right above your stomach. If I pull it down, you go into septic shock. If I pull it up, you're going to need a whole new set of lungs. I know that you make a decent amount of money, but money cannot save you if you are bleeding out on the floor. The man. I require his name. And if you give me his name, I might, just might, leave this knife inside of you instead of, well, playing blender with it. And this dude is fucking terrified. He's like, he came in, he came in last week. He was banged up, really bad. I'm not hearing a name. But Mr. Speranzi, and like a little trickle of blood is like coming down the corner of his mouth at this point. Andrew Speranzi. He's an investment banker. And what kind of injuries did Mr. Speranzi carry with him? He was beaten, and he had a bullet wound in his arm. It was a fairly easy fix. By the way, Trinix, make me a first aid check. $14. Yeah, this guy isn't gonna die like right now. And he's got a low chance of bleeding out. But this is a very painful place to get stabbed for what it's worth, because getting stabbed anywhere hurts really bad. And B, yeah, Mr. Violet is not lying. If he moves that knife even like a centimeter up or down, that dude's gonna be in way worse hurt than he is right now. You know. And
Would you
yeah,
have-
he's
I'm gonna ask the dude. Would you happen to have the file on the individual when he came in?
he's yes, the computer. I can send it to you, but I need you to leave now, and I will send it to you immediately after. And Violet kind of looks at him and goes, You have a computer. I'm assuming you have a password. What's the password? He goes, You'll just kill me if I tell you. I told you I might leave the knife in. He kind of goes, The password is underneath the keyboard. Goes, good. And the file is on the computer? Kind of nods. And this dude's color is draining. And Skilch goes, or not Skilch, Violet goes, excellent. Young Trinix, do you have any other questions for the man?
No, I'm pretty sure the file will answer any said questions that we further have.
Kinda goes, excellent. And then he lifts the knife up into the guy's lungs and then pushes it up even like into his lungs, pulls it out, and then slits the guy's throat and like kicks him onto the floor.
Jesus.
Kind of wipes the knife on the inside of his sleeve and then flicks the blade back in and puts it in a breast pocket inside of his coat. Goes, if you wouldn't mind pulling that file, I think we'll be all right.
Shaking my head, I walk over to the computer, lift up the keyboard.
Yeah, underneath there's a password.
Open it and look for the dude's name. And I'm just going to take his file, nothing else.
Yeah, you find Andrew Speranzi's
Oh,
file.
come on, delete his browsing history at least.
But yeah, you find Andrew Speranzi's file and you flash it onto some device super quick, probably your agent.
Yeah. But I'm kind of like doing it, but shaking my head. It's like, really? You had to kill him?
Do you say that out loud?
I'm just kind of shaking my head.
Yeah. Kind of that happens. And by the way, Iwasaki, you heard all of that. You know, Probably you have. I don't want to assume your reaction, but I'm assuming it's not just like it's not surprised. Like,
Oh no, it's not surprise.
oh, and you're standing in the door now.
Yeah.
Yeah. You see Mr. Violet. He looks over and goes, "Oh, good. I didn't know if that was going to be a dead man's switch, but I'm glad you're with us."
You could have been a little neater on the kill, couldn't you?
He's dead. What does it matter in the end? Kind of uh, a blasé look, as if he just is talking about stepping on a bug or something.
Oh, random thought. Before I touch the computer, I'm gonna put on like surgical gloves before I start
Oh yeah.
touching the computer.
Oh, absolutely.
Because I'm not leaving fingerprints behind.
Yeah. And actually, an interesting thing happens. You've got the file downloaded. Suya, you're standing in the door, and you hear some people behind you. There is a very banged up looking dude in a suit, and two other dudes in a suit who look less banged up but much more serious. And like you're standing in the door, and you hear like these guys approaching, even through the crowd. They're like, "Get the fuck out of the way! Get the fuck out of the way!"
I just turn around, and when they get basically in front of me, I just tell them the doctor's not in.
Um, they're like, "Excuse me?"
Like I said, the doctor's not in.
Yeah, and one of the guy kind of peers around you, and he looks and goes. He peers around you, and he looks at you and goes, "You realize that he was op property, right?"
Oh, you fucked.
And what are you going to do about it?
One of them kind of like reaches for his gun. Uh, and are you going to take a reaction to that, or
Okay,
yeah? Okay.
which one's pulling the gun?
The guy on the left, he's kind of holding this suited dude. This dude's like clearly ODing right now. Like he's shaking, his skin's like yellow.
They're not wearing any obvious armor.
I mean they're wearing suits, so you could
Okay.
assume that they maybe have
They may
nano
have
weave.
armor. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Fine. Out of nowhere, a bow shuriken flies straight into his head.
Make me that roll.
Now, would he be considered point blank or close?
We're gonna call him point blank. Also, let's see. Yeah. That's 6 damage to the head. Yeah.
No,
That
the damage total is 20.
oh Christ.
You blew his head off.
Yeah.
I shot
you
that thing right through his head.
Yeah, that just whip and goes right through his head. The other guy goes, "Oh holy shit!" and drops the fucking suit, drops the guy that they're carrying, and he's actually going to take a shot at you.
Oh, okay.
Huh?
I was about to say, if he runs, you better grab him. We've had enough bad press for one lifetime.
Yeah, and then that'd be point blank. That should be enough to hit with his pistol. I believe. Yeah. So he's gonna fire at you, and he's going to roll 6. And let's see here. He's gonna have 2d6 is what it's gonna be. And yeah, he blasts you in the chest. Just for flavor, he hits you like 3 times.
I literally look where he hits me, look back at him, That was a mistake.
Yeah. Also, the street is like starting to blow up because 3 gunshots just popped off in red light. Like bad people
Yeah.
are starting to run. They're like, "Oh fuck."
Yeah, I basically do that drawing cross cut with my katana.
Excellent. Go ahead and make me that roll.
Again, going for the neck.
Yeah. God damn. Those bow shurikens are no fucking joke.
Well, no, the strength bonuses I can add to it.
Yeah, no fucking god damn. That's 32 damage to the head.
I take his head off.
Yeah, you take his head off. Yeah, his head flops onto the ground. His body soon follows after. You get, of course, that classic Japanese samurai film gout of blood that shoots out of the top of his neck before he collapses, knees and then chest. Yeah, you've got this last guy who's in a suit, foaming at the mouth, twitching on the ground.
I put him out of his misery. Straight through the heart.
Oh, shit.
Remember, no Russian.
Yeah.
And then motion for the others to help me drag the bodies in.
Yeah, Mr. Violet puts on a couple gloves and goes, I do find this tedious.
Oh my Lanta, I'm so
Where's detergent when you need them?
Yeah,
Oh,
right?
No, he went the other way.
I gotta grab the head. Oh,
Yeah,
head.
okay.
It's
Yeah,
a
you
nice,
grab
it's a beautiful, clean cut. This is like
Oh,
a
yeah.
102 katana.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I look at the neckline and the head of it, and I was like, man, that's a nice cut. Anyways,
Yeah.
doing?
Yeah, they're just dragging the bodies inside.
And I got
Yeah.
distracted looking at the head, and then like, oh yeah, right.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, he's like, the body's Trinix, come on. Like, sort of thing as he, like, drags, as Violet drags a body in. Yeah, and I'm assuming that you guys get the bodies in, and you definitely do hear some White Wolf sirens coming.
Is there a back door to this place?
Yeah, Mr. Violet's gonna go, yes, there's going to be a back door, keypad is going to be, and rifles through the doctor's pockets and pulls it out. Right about here. If you'd like to follow me, there is a tunnel that's going to lead us most likely a block south, if I had to guess. And
Yasaki just follows.
yeah, and he closes the door behind him, opens up a panel that you guys never would have seen on the floor. It just, and yeah, he like walks in and goes, secret escape tunnels. Each one has one, sometimes multiple. Kind of starts walking.
Yeah, I continue to follow. I pay no mind to it.
Yeah,
It
and
almost reminds me of the safe houses back home.
oh yeah, absolutely. And yeah, we're gonna cut from there as you guys walk off. Um, we're gonna cut over to scene. Scene. It's right
I
after
don't
the
know how
morgue.
to follow that up.
Scene. It's right after the morgue. Your plan, correct me if I'm wrong, was to go talk to Belladontra, but to have a couple
Yeah.
drinks first.
Yeah, and I'm a little annoyed because they just got all the information. I'm probably more information than I'm gonna get. That's for sure.
So
I wouldn't
talk
be
us
so
up
sure.
with Belladontra.
But yeah, no,
Just don't make us look bad.
I'll go get some drinks, and then I need to pick up some very strong painkillers.
Okay.
Unless we have some at the.
I was gonna say there's probably some in the thing left from
Let me take a look.
Fate.
No, it looks like that was sold. We've got Sidroclopine and we've got detox kits.
Yeah.
I want to see if I can find like some kind of. Ooh, my skills are messed up.
Oh, are they?
Now it's doing that. Now it's doing that thing
Hold on.
that it did to
Um,
you.
refresh the page.
Yeah, I got
It fixes it.
I want to see if first I can go get some some drugs. Is Oliver Byrne on this planet yet?
Right.
Oh,
So
No,
you want to
I-
get
I-
some drugs?
painkillers primarily, strong ones.
Okay. Yeah. You go looking for painkillers, and yeah, you probably find some. I mean, we're not gonna go anything fancy. It's probably just like hydrocodone. You know.
Okay. Is that what like
Uh,
how many credits or bucks?
well, how many are you getting? It's probably gonna be $5 a pop, 5 eds a
Oh,
pop.
I'll just pick up like a $25 worth, so
So 5 of them.
5 of them. Yeah.
Okay, right on. Yeah, you get $25 worth of hydrocodone.
Don't know how to add that to the character sheet.
You'd probably just put it in your character sheet notes, right?
Yeah, I had to go to notes because I don't
Because
think
you
I
can
signed up.
make custom gear for it, but you know, at that point, you probably just want to throw that into notes, into life.
We'll just put air hypo, and I can type it in as hydrocodone,
Yeah, hydrocodone.
and then I've got sunshine in a bag.
Yup.
Close.
Fun fact: did you know that that song is actually about having a new pair of shoes in a bag?
Stop it.
Nice.
It is. No, it is.
I have
And yeah,
always thought that it was about weed. I am
I
so
thought
happy
so
that
too.
it's about shoes.
Yeah. No. It was actually after he went sober. Because
Oh.
during Blur, he had like a really terrible heroin addiction.
Yeah.
And was like a total like David Albarn was like a terrible fucking douchebag. It still is a little bit, you know, like the addiction only made it worse, you know.
Mhm.
But like that song he wrote because he was like talking about like, yeah, man, like normally it would be about drugs. He like wrote a song that was ostensibly about drugs, but actually just about like having a new pair of Converse in a bag.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, yeah. Um, yeah. Anyway, so yeah, you go and buy some hydrocodone, and who do you like? Do you have a contact for that, or do you just like go to a gas station and get it?
Oh, I probably just go to the gas station.
Yeah, yeah. Go to the gas station, picks up some hydros.
Yeah, you know.
Oh,
What
the
kind of
world
world
we
are we
live in.
living in? Right?
Yeah. No, yeah. People fucking die of overdose city more than gun wounds, man.
Is 5 enough to overdose on?
We'll say they're 15 milligram hydros, so maybe, yes. Depends on your tolerance.
Well, someone that likes pain probably doesn't ever take them, so
Yeah.
I would
cool.
do 10 if you really want someone to OD on it.
Yeah, yeah. Are you trying to get an OD
No.
amount? Okay.
Nah. I want to get enough that's close.
Okay.
It's gonna be a guesstimate, so that's fine.
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
They
You're not a
gotta feel real
chemist.
bad.
Yeah, you're not a chemist, so it's a thing.
Yeah. And then
Okay.
I'll probably head out for some drinks, chill a
Yeah.
little,
Where are you
hit
getting
up
those drinks?
Belladontra. Probably just some random like small bar in the Jewish Quarter.
Oh yeah, you probably go to what was that bar called? I don't have it marked down
I
on
can't
here.
remember what it is, but yeah, I know I've gone there once before.
Shimps.
Shims, yeah.
Yeah, you probably go to Shimps. You know, it's not a shit bar. It's a pretty nice bar, but I mean like you can afford like
Yeah.
what, like 20 credits for like a drink, you
Oh, yeah,
know?
that's fine.
Whatever. Fuck, they put it on a tab for you because you're like officially unofficially a Tartarus owner, you know.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, they'd probably put it on a tab and just be like, if you want, we can just charge this to like fucking Tartarus or whatever.
Oh no, I'll pay for that.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But yeah, you're kind of hanging out, having a drink, you know. What probably people watching, you know.
Yeah.
Shimps is actually an interesting bar right now because it has a full view of the Nemo reconstruction.
Nice.
So yeah, you've still got buildings that are being constructed out there. It's a lot more gray out there than it used to be. Because remember, Nemo was on board a old ship that had been beached, right?
Yeah.
And then the buildings had been built around that to kind of match that aesthetic. There's no ship anymore. It's just big gray concrete buildings.
Ripperoni.
Yeah. So yeah, what are you doing in Shimps?
Literally just drinking.
Okay.
Just drink a little bit. Probably looking out the window, watching the reconstruction. I'll just chill there for a bit. And then finally, probably message Bella Dontra and be like, hey, I need to swing by for a few. When can I be there?
And she says schedule's free today, essentially.
Yeah, and then I'll be like, cool, I will be there shortly.
Yeah.
And I go to Bella
Excellent.
Dontra. Now I'm trying to
Yeah.
remember everything that I need. Try to track down the Gimp, but obviously, if I don't get much luck, other people did, so that's good.
Mm-hmm.
What's the other stuff I want to try to get? Someone help me here. I guess there's that lady that he was with. Do I have a copy of that picture?
Yeah. We'll say you
Okay.
guys have copies of the pictures.
So I need to track down who that lady is. Track down the Gimp if possible. And then what else do I want to do? Is there anything else I should look out for, guys? I'm like drawing blanks here.
Well, something that Lucky may have pointed out to you that nobody else noticed. This body was shot once in the chest.
No,
Sorry,
twice in the chest.
once in the head. Clean. No other defensive wounds as far as they could tell.
Execution style.
What
Yeah.
execution style? What does that smack of to you? What kind of people are we dealing with here?
Ops, for sure.
Not necessarily op, but somebody who's got the money to put together a good fucking team. Better than us. This shit's kind of dangerous. And we're kind of walking into it like it's no big deal. And so, well, after we killed an op doc,
What's up, Doc?
I would say first of all, who the
Find
fuck
out who
does he
he's in
work for?
with? Yeah.
Who would want him dead? Because a bank exec, even though we don't know that, but an investment banker. I mean, that's...
Wait, was he the one? Wait. Was he the one that died?
No, the
Oh.
Estray died.
Yeah, that's what I was like.
No, but here's the thing. Beaten with bullet wounds in arm, somebody wanted him fucking
I don't
dead.
know that. I don't know that.
True.
Part.
Right, but I'm just saying from, outside of this
Yeah.
conversation. Somebody wanted
Right.
him fucking dead.
Yeah,
And the
probably
fact
so, yeah.
that, the fact that that Astray was killed for trying to get into this account, I mean, would make you, all right, it's either this guy or somebody that wants this guy's money. It's one of those two things. So I would bug her about him, but also definitely what he's involved in.
Huh. Okay.
So that's it from my end.
Yeah, I'll head over to Belladoncha's.
Okay, you head over to Club Fuck.
While I'm in there, do I see this Gimp?
Oh no.
Okay. I'm not even sure if he still works here because I did kind of rat him out. So we'll
Oh,
see
he
what
never
happens.
he never worked here.
Well, I guess not work. Sorry, he visits here anymore.
Yeah.
Did kind of rat him out to her, but oh well.
Yeah, you head into Club Fuck. Of course,
Yeah.
you've got the big fucking bouncers that you remember. They're still there. You go in and the place is sweaty, smells like alcohol and lube. It's just generally a fucking just like grimy experience. You see all sorts of not stream friendly things happening, you know.
Right.
But yeah, you walk in and you know you already have the head nod to go see Belladontra. They know that you're coming, and people know who you are ostensibly,
Yeah.
as long as you're not in disguise.
No, I'm pretty much just how I normally look.
Yeah, yeah. You're like a known quantity in red light just because of the people you associate with, you know. Yeah. You walk to the back, that familiar walk that you took on your very first mission with these guys. And you see the big fucking door, the red door with the golden buttons and the black trim, all velvet. And there's a knocker on it.
Yeah, I'll knock.
Yeah.
Gotta be polite.
You knock and you hear, "Entree."
God, the accent. Yeah, I'll go in.
You open the door. You see that there are two pleather clad people kind of in there. One of them is on their knees and elbows and serving as kind of a table. The other one is just standing behind Belladontra at her seat, doing nothing, just kind of standing at the back table or at the back wall. And Belladontra, of course, is dressed in her normal attire. She's tall and thin and very Morticia Adams looking, and has that kind of like black leather kind of professionalism with like the 6-inch heels.
I will
And she's
never
already
not
tall as
crush.
fuck. You know.
I'll
Um,
never not crush on Morticia Adams.
um, but yeah, you walk in and she says, "Scene. It's a pleasure to see you again. Please have a seat."
Thank you, and I take my seat.
Yeah. And kind of she tenses her hands and goes, "What can I do for you?"
Do you remember that hacker? Well, what would they be called, actually? Sorry.
Netrunner? Cowboy?
Netrunner. Yeah. Hey, that Netrunner we had. Astray, the one. Because Astray was there with us that day, right?
Yes.
Yeah. She was with us that day, first time we met.
That I do. She seemed competent.
Unfortunately, competent still got her dead.
Kind of thinks and nods and goes, "I'm sorry to hear that."
So, unfortunately, I did not know her well enough to mourn greatly, but was still a partner and was still offed by someone, and we're currently trying to track down that someone. And I hoped I could come to you for a little bit of information.
Kind of nods and goes, "Well, I do owe you a life debt."
Oh yeah, I forgot about that too. This person, you may recall, who might have a connection, happened to so happened to be that wonderful gimp that you know was what's it called? Was stealing? Yeah, was stealing your girls, trying to get them to go somewhere else that I threw in here for you. Don't know if you happen to recall him. He happens to be a banker of sorts.
Kind of pauses and go ahead and make me a human perception.
Is that a? Oh, it is a thing. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, she just got very cagey very quickly.
Oof.
Kind of leans back in her seat and goes, "Information on clientele, no matter how disgraced they may be, is privileged information. I'm sorry."
Hmm. Now, how privileged? What isn't? I think scene kind of looks towards the people, the the objects
Yeah.
in the room. Just kind of stops, just nods a little bit. I understand. I was hoping to get as much information to track down this person or whoever they might have contacts with. It was a very professional execution, unfortunately. Um, I had certainly hoped you might be a source I could go to. And I'm trying to think of how to do this. Um, was there like glasses that were like was there something to drink? Did she offer drink?
There's no glasses here.
Hmm.
I mean, there are, but they're on the big air quotes table,
Well, yeah. So
along with a pitcher of water.
I had medical tab opened and I just noticed the first aid kit is actually called the fist aid kit, and I don't know if that's a typo or if that's actually meant to say fist.
I
Just
think
get
that's a typo.
better, you weakling. Um.
That's the nicest way to take that.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Because I understand that she's got clientele in the room, and if she were to start willy nilly giving out information, even with a life debt, that might make them less willing to come back. So Scene's not going to push.
Yeah.
She'll be like, I fully understand. In that case, any information you're able to provide would be wonderful. Otherwise, how about we just share a couple drinks, and I'll be on my way.
Kind of nods, and if I'm going to be talking business of this nature, even if it only loosely involves clientele like this, I'm going to want privacy. And like, as if on fucking cue, um, the person in the back goes and grabs the glasses and the pitcher off of the table and sets them on Belladontra's desk very gently, and then both of them leave and close the door behind them.
I wanted to be like, bye table, but no.
Yeah. Kind of
I mean,
kind of
you don't
goes,
know. They might enjoy that. Who knows?
yeah. Oh no, you don't acknowledge the furniture. Do you walk
Never.
into a room and say hello, table?
Yes,
Exactly.
I say hi
Sure,
to
yeah,
you
I
all the
do.
Now
time.
Mike's good.
That's true.
Alright.
But no, you guys so you guys are like alone in the room, and she pours herself a glass of water and then pours you a glass of water as well.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah.
Hot
Kind of
water is vodka. No, sorry.
no. She takes a drink and goes, "So a stray bit it. That's a real shame."
She bit two in the chest and one in the head.
Hmm.
Without fighting back, it seems.
Hmm. Professional. Probably happened quick.
Luckily for her.
Kind of nods solemnly. Kind of
And now I, of course, have a second reason for digging into this. Because Estrella is not the only one that might have angered this man.
kind of tilts her head.
I mean, after all, I was the one that kind of added him to you. Fully in my right, but I don't know how much of a grudge he may hold.
Make me a persuasion of some variety.
That is an
Yeah.
interesting argument. I had not thought about it that way.
That's a good one.
smart. Yeah.
That's very smart.
Why do you think I've been doing this? I'm like, shit.
Yeah. She kind of leans forward again and goes, "That is compelling. A very fair point. So you're potentially going to make a new target?
Wait, what?
Or you're potentially going to be the next target, is what you're saying?"
Concerningly, I don't think I'm high enough that it would go to that level, but it might be if they see me, I'm not going to be around much longer. Self-preservation is kind of strong with me.
kind of nods, kind of goes, hmm. She leans back, and she thinks, and she thinks. She says, if I were to do this, we would be considered even. All of us.
Oof. Oh man, guys. Yeah, Scene will also think.
I was
Like,
gonna say you have as much authority to do that
yeah.
as I do. So
Would this withdraw you being on good terms with Tartarus? I guess I should ask.
No.
Or would that still remain?
The
Okay.
biz with Tartarus and the biz with us personally is two separate matters, intertwined but separate.
Then I accept wholeheartedly. Like
Kind
I
of,
said, self-interest here.
yeah, kind of nods and goes, all right, make sure to tell those that are still around to cash in that the debt has been paid. Kind of leans forward and goes, the man's name would happen. God damn it, where's my list here? The man's name is, sorry, what?
I'm looking for my book.
Oh, yeah. Uh, the man's name is Andrew Sperancy. He's an investment banker with Habsburg. Andrew personally preferred financial domination among most other dominations. I always had a feeling that there was a larger account at play. Matter of
What?
fact, Andrew always seemed to have a near bottomless font, and these were what he would consider secondary fonts. Preferred to not bring his wife in on any of these things.
Ooh. What did you say? What group was he with again?
The Habsburg
a
group.
fucking Habsburg, dude. Oh, we're so fucked.
No, he's not a Habsburg. He was just working for the Habsburg group.
Dad. Still,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
where's that money
I mean,
sitting?
exactly, right?
It's
In
so-
Habsburg banks. Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah. If I had to guess anything, it would be that he was at the very least a part of a large embezzlement scheme, and at the very worst, he was part of and at the very worst, some sort of underground cabal. His taste ranged to the point where, well, he could afford me. And kind of like she doesn't need to elaborate on that. You
Right.
just can assume that's a price tag. You know what I mean?
Oh.
Like often he was found here. Aside from that, I believe his free time was entirely with his wife. He didn't really give me any sort of indication of any other free time activities. I do have her address because I have his address because he signed to give away every single detail about his personal life to me. What I
Yeesh.
have, she's like, what I have left that would be relevant, at least, is his office address at the time, his address at the time, and also on top of that, a bank account at which he would pay me. The bank account is run dry, but I'm sure that you could find something about it, or something out after looking at it. Kind of, starts pulling out like a data device and starts typing some things into a deck.
All of that would be extremely useful information.
Yeah. Kind of nods and goes, ever since I kicked him out, he made a couple attempts to come back in until one day drunkenly he got the hell beaten out of him by my staff.
That's why he ended up at the doctor. Sorry.
And she'd say, that was roughly 2 months ago.
Did they also shoot him? I'm curious.
And I will pull out the photo.
You pull out the photo.
Like, do you
Yeah.
happen to recognize this woman?
Kind of looks at it and tilts her head. I do. She was a dancer at Gemstones.
Was. a little
Hmm.
concerning.
Appears that she left, and if she was apparently being bon vivant with Sperancy here, then it appears that I know where she went. She made fairly good money. By gemstone standards, she was part of the Diamond Club. Not the highest member, but certainly upper echelon.
You said you know where she's gone to?
Unfortunately, I have no idea. I
Oh,
don't keep habit of keeping track of dancers for other clubs, especially ex-dancers. However, you might be able to find some information from Cairo Prace, the owner of Gemstones. At the very least, I can get you in touch with his people.
that would be exceedingly helpful. Thank you.
Kind of nods and shoots you a number on your agent. Um, and is like, whatever he's gotten himself into appears to be some sort of deep shit. If I had to put out some sort of thought for this, I would say that Estrella may have died from not leaving well enough alone.
Do we know what she was doing, by the way?
No, she
We
never
just
told you guys.
Okay, so we just know that she left that message that he was the only connection. Okay, I wasn't
Yeah.
sure if yeah. All right. Unfortunately, Astray was a risk taker,
Hmm.
a very big risk taker. So whatever she did, it would not surprise me if it was something drastic.
Kind of nods and goes, well, we're all edge runners. We might as well be having unprotected sex.
That is unfortunately a very apt and astute observation that I never thought I would want to hear, or I never thought I would hear.
Kind of nods at you and goes, is there anything else that I can help you with? Not in that mean of a tone.
No, I know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You have been entirely helpful, and honestly, if you ever need me, well, I could be around.
Kind of nods and goes, I'm sure that between our mutual friend and you, I can drum up some sort of work, or rather, if I need work, I know who to call.
Lovely. Well, I suppose it's been a good time. I'll let you get back to your clientele.
Kind of, yeah, kind of nods and kind of, she barks something out in French. Um, and the door opens, and you see both of them come back in and reassume their positions that they were in.
Assume the position.
Yeah, and she smiles and kind of looks at you and goes, "Keep yourself well, Scene."
Oh, I will. That's my my ultimate plan.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. And so you head out.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and head out.
All right. Excellent. Now we're gonna cut back to Cash. Don't worry, Gunner. I'll get to you.
Oh, you're good.
I'm ready.
No, I've
Yeah.
actually figured out what I want to do, so go ahead.
Oh yeah. All right. Excellent. So
So I had a little bit of time to think while everyone was, doing their thing.
yeah.
And I did recently purchase this this cyber deck of
Yeah.
this shady guy from the valley.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe to clear my head, I want to instead have a gander at this. Maybe do a full factory restore,
Yeah.
get it back to spec before I use it. So,
Yeah. Absolutely. You get a full factory reset on
mhm,
this thing. Before you do that, you take a look around. There doesn't appear to be much on there, but
mhm.
there is like a lot of spamware, like shit that's just like, hey, like uh like it's just shit like
Call for a good time.
Right, exactly. Like sex pills, this, that.
Yeah.
Like need money quick or need Eddie's quick. Call blank, 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 blank. Shit like that. Right.
Right.
Not a Hewlett Packard.
Yeah.
Is it time for a fifth mortgage?
Yeah. Exactly. Right. Um. So yeah, you do a factory reset on this thing, and you pull it back out, and it seems clear enough.
Clear enough. Is there a way to make sure it's clear to like net running standards?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Go ahead and make me an interface roll.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh no.
Yeah, you look at this thing, and as far as you can tell, this thing's clean.
Wait, that's still a good roll.
Yeah.
I mean, I
I just love
know.
that. Looks good to me.
Yeah. Right.
Okay, so I'll go ahead and quickly install some programs that I've pulled up.
Okay.
Put them in the notes of my deck. Uh, so you guys know, well, outside of the game, you
Yeah.
guys already know, but for others that don't, I visited a shady guy in an alley and I
Yeah.
bought a cyber deck and it's super
Yes.
neat and it's got some extra bells and whistles and I got it for not like a great deal, but I'm sure I'm going to be paying for it in the long run. And
So
it sits on my arm.
and to describe it, by the way, it fits on your arm. It's about the size of a pack of cigarettes.
Always.
Um, always. And on the side, it has a red skull. That's kind of blocky design, almost like the skull that the orcs use in Warhammer settings. Um, and yeah, Cash, that shit is hard to get off. You are
That's
not finding a way to get it off.
that's fine. I kind of resigned myself and I'm like, I guess it's cool enough. And then I consider just putting a different sticker on top of it because why
Yeah.
not? If you can't beat them, join them. So
Right.
that'll
Right.
be something to work on. Um, so yeah, I will have installed the few programs, which now that I've picked the programs, I probably didn't even need to visit that back alley guy because I'm not using enough memory.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
I'm just like, son of a bitch. That's fine. I'm out of
Right.
money completely.
Future
Like
memory.
the
Right.
Future
allotment.
memory.
Right.
Yeah.
The allotment that you gave me on top of the money that I spent in my own, like, she's gonna rob a bank one day.
Right.
Or probably have to do some fast and loose side jobs. But yeah,
Yeah.
like, I pop it on, I'm prepped, I got my programs in, and I decide I'm gonna try and tackle this one more time.
Excellent. So, what is your plan of attack here?
Okay, so I've got a couple of programs that'll help me out.
Okay.
Looking at this, the first thing I'm gonna do, since I don't have to worry about noise, I have a program called Pile Driver.
Okay.
It's incredibly noisy. It's got a strength of 8. I can
Okay.
roll 4 D6s. Like,
Okay.
otherwise, it's just like a standard strength of 8.
Sure.
I can roll 4 D6s if I wanna try and or however you wanna do that.
Okay.
And that'll be break some of this down,
Okay.
and get through these data walls. And if
So
that
you're
doesn't work, I have another plan.
so you're busting in through the walls. All
Oh,
right.
well, I don't what's this right here?
So these are doors, right?
These are
This is a door with 5. This is a door with 7.
okay.
So one
Um,
you're hovering over is a door with 5. The one that is in the upper left-hand corner is a door with 7. Your front door is the door with 5. Your back door is the door with 7.
Please still go through the
okay.
walls so I can make a Call of Duty Zombies joke.
Ha.
Coming in the
I
walls.
I think
God.
I'd like to try to break down the back door. I think that's where I want to start is the back door.
Okay.
Since I have enough strength to do that. Cool.
Right out. Right on. Now, so Brian, basically what she would do is she would just roll that and like because it auto hits essentially.
Essentially.
Okay. And yes, we are going to, by the way, for the audience's sake, this is going to be a little fast, loose, and a little bit learny along the way. We're not doing everything that Netrunning has, but we are going to try to keep somewhat true to the Netrunning in this game, which means we have to learn the very complicated Netrunning rules, which means I'm going to be asking Brian questions pretty frequently.
Oh, same.
Yeah. So you immediately Okay, so first of all, you see this grid with 7 lines in front of it.
Hmm.
What does it look like? First of all, what does avatar in digital space look like?
My avatar.
Mhm.
I think. Let's see. I thought about this. I think it would look like. Um, oh, I don't even know if I can explain it. Fractal, like um, lots of like uh I don't know, neon like spikes coming out of it, but it's
Yeah.
also very fluid looking. Like it
Yeah.
looks like it would be running really fast. It's basically Sonic if Sonic were made of like neon shapes.
Oh, I know what you mean. You're talking about
Okay.
kinda like those 3D animations that they would use to, like, really impress you back in the Commodore days?
Yes,
Yeah, yeah, I hear
definitely.
you, I hear you.
And it's
Yeah,
just it's loud as fuck, right? Like you look at it
yeah,
and you're like, "Oh, my eyes." And I'm like, "It's beautiful."
yeah. I love it. Okay, so we see this, like, pulsating fractal come up to this gate, and, what do you do? Like, what does it look like?
Oh, okay. So I'm going to kind of like wave my hand and pull up an interface that I can like interact with. And I'm
Yeah,
going to, it's almost like opening up an inventory. And I'm
yeah,
going to grab the icon. The program is called Pile Driver. So I'm going to
okay.
grab the Pile Driver icon. And it's almost like I don't know what it would look like, honestly. Just
Mhm.
an I you pick the icon, but I'm gonna pick it up and I'm gonna set it down in front of the door, and maybe it, like, expands real big
Yeah,
to be, like, this big girthy I don't know, it's a gorilla, fuck it, why not? Uh,
yeah.
and he's gonna start just, like, beating at this gate.
I like the idea that the icon for Pile Driver, just because it's a gorilla now for you, um, look looks like Bonzi Buddy.
Yes.
Yeah. Um, yeah. Hello there, as it's just, like, slamming on the fucking gate.
Yes.
Um, yeah, and this thing fucking, like, grabs on each of the rungs and just rips them off one by one, you know what I mean?
Mhm. Definitely.
Until it has destroyed the gate.
Okay.
Looking in there, you immediately see there is there's a virus in there. Um,
Right.
that one triangle is a virus. It looks like a um, what would this look like here, Brian?
It looks like a mechanical bloodhound.
No, that would be number two. One is the
Oh,
anti-system one.
she came in the back.
Back door. Yeah.
Oh, back door.
It
Back door
felt
play.
right at the time.
God, that's what they always say about coming in the back door.
I
Um
know.
Honestly, it wasn't supposed to hurt.
God.
I mean, never mind. So I want to follow up. I don't have any like anti, I couldn't afford any antivirus stuff. I have
Okay.
intrusion, I have decryption, and I have detection stuff. Um, I couldn't afford like an antivirus. Uh,
Okay.
so it's I don't quite know how to address this.
Okay.
So I have okay, all right. So here's what I think I'd like to try. I have another program. It's called Wizard's Book,
Okay.
and it's really meant to decrypt and unlock. I think if you're willing, I'd like to pull it out and
Mhm.
attempt to basically break into this virus and see if I can shut it down from the inside out myself.
So for that one, you would need anti-program. You
I
would just
would.
need an
Okay.
anti-program virus or
Okay.
program. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um,
Well, shit.
sure.
Okay. So
However,
we're gonna. Okay. Go ahead.
however, to look at this, you look at this thing, and it doesn't seem to notice you. However, you do see what looks like a mechanical bloodhound
Mhm.
on the corner. Look at you,
Mhm.
start barking, um,
Mhm.
and then head back down the hallway.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's that one saw me. Um, okay. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know how well this one would work. I have another program called Looking Glass. It can be used in net combat.
Okay.
I'm not sure how it can be used in net combat. It's a counter program usually used for icon disguise programs.
Mm.
Um, so I don't know how that could be used in net combat though. But it's a
Let me see here.
that's just what it said in the description.
It is Detection Alarm Program is the counter program for dummy black mask and other icon disguise programs. You can use in net combat or to set watch in certain. So basically, a normal anti-program roll is made. If successful, the runner or psyop is alerted that the target icon is disguised in some way. So it
Okay.
doesn't actually attack.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
I kind of still came in pretty fucked up. Okay. I don't really know how
So
to get
as you're
past
kind of
this.
cycling through your things,
Mhm.
you actually hear what some digital, like, very fast footsteps.
Okay.
Yeah.
I w- is it coming my direction or is it just
Yes.
I I'm gonna oh man, fuck. I want to stay at the door and see how far what it's gonna look like coming around that corner.
You
Like,
see around the corner comes a figure. It's a kind of tall, dark-skinned man, dressed in a very nice suit with sunglasses that kind of wrap around the back of his head. He kind of turned towards you, and he looks at you, and he cocks his head. And behind him, you hear this like dog program, just like orf 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 orf, like,
mhm.
and he kind of just
Okay.
looks at you, and like with his head tilted.
Okay. Then in that case, okay, we'll throw the other one out there. I first. Ooh, I don't know. I'm so nervous. Um, I think I'm gonna talk to him. I'm gonna stay where I'm at the door. And I basically have like I have a dead man switch, right? So
Yeah,
I have that like prepped.
yeah.
And I'm gonna be like, "Hi, are you free to have a conversation?"
And you just hear like bark, 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 and he's just like, "Hello, are you Ms. Astray?"
Oh, oh, this. Oh,
What did
no, I'm
what did
not.
you think was going to happen here?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out.
These are all security programs meant explicitly to keep you out.
I know they are, but maybe we could have a
You
conversation.
can't have
Um,
conversation with a fucking security system.
Meant to
if
If
keep
I'm
he's
not
gonna
allowed to
you
talk
out.
to the tables, you're not allowed to talk to the security panel.
okay, okay,
Also,
uh,
the tall man looks over
yeah.
at the dog and holds up his finger, and while the dog does not stop barking, no sound emits from him.
Oh, okay.
And then he
Um,
looks back at you and goes, "If you are not Ms. Astray, then who are you and why are you here?"
um, Mrs. Stray died, and I'd like to figure out what happened. My name is Cash.
Excuse
Bless you.
me,
Honestly, I
thank
thought
you.
you were about to be like, "Oh my god, you did that." So I'm just like,
No,
okay.
no, no, no. Um, he kind of looks at you and goes, um, "It is a pleasure to meet you." And then he like pauses, and you see like some code go across his face, and then says, "I am Jassifer."
Hi, Jassifer. It's really nice to meet you too. Um, I know this is sudden because we've just met, but would it be possible for me to be able to kind of have a look around?
What are your current directives with this computer or with this
Um,
interface?
To review past data, to attempt to gain insight into how the death of Mrs. Stray occurred.
Kind of. Biological user has passed. Current user has passed. Current S has not passed. Query: is goal to damage interface or Jassifer?
No, not at all.
Kind of tilts his head and looks at you. And kind of goes, query. And it's like, query. If Jassifer, or if program Jassifer, or if, I'd say if I allow you to go to main databanks, may I watch?
Query: did Mrs. Stray put you here?
Kind of tilts head, and he's like, of course, Mrs. Stray put me here to defend.
Yes, you may watch.
He kind of steps back and kind of motions towards the hallway. And there's still that big ass barking dog, not physically barking,
Right.
or not like loudly barking, not silently barking, like right in the middle of the hallway. And in front of you, there's another program. We're gonna say that program looks kind of like a yeah. What is that program look like, Brian?
In its current state, probably just a little ball of green energy.
That's what I was thinking too. Yeah, there's like this green mote kind of floating around.
Okay. Then I'm gonna ask him, can you disengage your floaty guy and your dog?
In their current state, they pose no threat to you.
Neat. And I'm gonna walk in and
Oh, go ahead.
tell him thank you.
Yeah, and he follows you pretty closely,
Sure.
But you find yourself to the CPU and the memory banks.
Okay.
Make me. Okay, so do you have a program that can get you further information, or would you just like to make a interface roll?
I have decryption. I have a
Ec-
decryption program that'll help.
Excellent. Make me that decryption. How does that one work? Give me the text on that one.
I have no idea. Okay, so it says it has a strength of 4. However, it
Okay.
has a strength of 6 against code gates.
Okay.
And it says that it scans through billions of possible codes and code words in seconds, trying each one in turn, and it's especially effective against code gates. So if
That
there's a
is
lock,
the code gate is what you went through, right, Brian?
Yep.
Yeah.
oh, I guess I could have used that. Well, I enjoyed seeing my big gorilla anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think I would have gotten through because that was a 7, and this only goes up to a 6.
Ah, yeah.
So that's fair that I used the gorilla.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I probably would just have to use an interface roll because the only things
Okay.
I have are intrusion, decryption, and detection.
Is that how that would work, Brian? I mean, like, if she doesn't have any programs, that's fine for right now. But like,
Yeah, there's no special program to look into the memory units.
okay, cool. So yeah, interface sounds like a perfect role then. Damn, you
Wow.
play this computer like a fucking violin. Like,
Okay.
goddamn. You take this, you walk up to the main CPU. There's 3 things that look like chests or boxes, and then there's one big thing that looks kind of like a silo. That in the middle of those.
Mhm.
You walk up to these memory units, and you just go right through them. And what you find is very strange. You find bank account after bank account after bank account after bank account after bank account. None of them big. At most 20,000, 30,000 euro dollars, right? At the same
Right.
time, there are thousands, if not tens of thousands of these accounts. None of them you have access to right now, but
Right.
it's records of these accounts. Tiny transactions over a period of a decade. Just huge amounts of money. Like, you're doing head math. This is hundreds of thousands, millions, tens of millions. Damn, this is even getting to hundreds of millions of dollars worth of eddies that have flown in and out of these accounts, going everywhere, all across the world. Pre-nuke fire, post-nuke fire.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna like I don't know if there's a way to do like documentation as I go,
Yeah.
but like as I'm finding information, it's like I'm uh pulling strands of light
Mm.
and like kind of dipping them into my inventory. So
Yeah.
as I read, I kind of whoosh and pull it out and
Yeah.
then set it in the inventory. And
I
I'm
love
just
that.
copying the information over.
Yeah.
Um, and I guess as I'm doing it, his name was Jesper, is that right?
It was Jassifer. Jassifer.
Jassifer. Jassifer. So as I'm doing this, I'm gonna be like, did tell me her name one more time. I'm sorry.
Astray.
Did Astray. Did Mrs. Stray ever come in and have conversations with you, or did she just set you in here to guard the place?
Miss Astray is my creator.
Really? Well, are you good at what you do?
And Jassifer kind of just like without pause at all, Jassifer's like, I'm an Efreet class demon. I'm an Efreet class demon currently programmed with 3 programs: Stun, Killer 2, and Shield. I am effective with a 3rd rating strength.
Beautiful. So, since Mrs. Stray isn't around anymore, do you want to come live in my interface?
I am to do what I am told.
By whom you no longer have anyone to tell you what to do.
I am to do what I am told by Miss Astray. And he kind
Mhm.
of motions towards you.
Oh, oh, I'm the new Mrs. Stray? Like,
Surprise.
oh, okay. Oh, well, do you want to come to my interface?
I am to do what I am told.
Okay, I would like you to come live in my interface.
It shall be done. And
Will you bring Wait,
go ahead.
will you bring the dog and the little green moat? Wait a
And
minute.
kind of like nods.
Okay. Question. What's the little green moat do?
Um, that is a poison flatline. It destroys interface software and Dex.
Ooh, yeah, please bring him. Her, them. Please bring them. Also, how's the
But
dog? Is he friendly?
that is a bloodhound program designed to detect and track any intruders.
Please bring the dog as well.
It shall be done. And just instantly, just like both of them disappear.
Okay. Does Jassifer stay with me?
Yeah.
Okay. um, are you programmed to have like casual conversations, or are you just very like focused on your work?
Um, Jasper would be like, I am programmed to do the tasks that I am made for.
Got it. Okay. Well, maybe we'll
So
have a drink sometime in cyberspace.
Jasper just tilts his head curiously. Um, and to go through a little bit more of what you found, because not only did you find the bank accounts, that's easy, right? You
Yeah.
find a couple other things. You find information. You find basically a correspondence between 2 unnamed parties that essentially has brought forth an op hit squad upon Astray. And buried deep within everything, you find 500 eddies loose.
Hmm. Can I?
Yep.
I'm gonna take it.
Yep.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna just
That's just loot.
right. Like, thank you.
Yep.
I'm a little
Um.
nervous to take things, but I think this is my friend now, so we're
Yeah.
probably okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Neat. So I'm gonna gather basically everything, like just pull it all.
Yep.
Any metadata, any like
Mm-hmm.
lingering trails, all of it. Just like dragging it in. And then I think I'm gonna ask him, I'm gonna go, is there anywhere else that information might be other than here?
Within this interface, no.
Okay. I'm ready to go. Are you ready to go?
I am to do what I am told.
Okay, we're leaving then.
Yeah. And
Oh,
yeah, you jack out and you are back in meat space. Everything feels heavy and clumsy and dull and slow. But
yeah.
also your girlfriend lives in meat space, so
Yeah, right.
can't
So
all be bad, right?
right. It's not, yeah, it's not bad. So I'm gonna shoot a message over to Lucky and be
Okay.
like, yo, dipped into a Strays interface, found some shit. Or no, I'm not gonna say her name. I'm gonna say, yo, did what I needed to do. We need to talk.
Ooh,
Yeah,
we need to talk is a very severe sentence. I love that.
I was going to
I
say,
know.
Yeah,
uh,
that's not a good sentence.
Hmm.
No.
well,
We need to talk.
well, now I immediately think that someone is trying to kill me. So,
Yeah.
Uh,
Classic.
probably you.
Classic.
what, me?
We need to
Yeah.
talk. Pulls
Yeah.
gun.
I know,
Um.
like actual talk. And then I'm gonna
Well,
like, oh no.
we can
No, go
do
ahead.
that conversation because while she was doing that, I was probably out of Tartarus.
Yes,
Was,
and actually, I was about to move over to you, Lucky.
mhm.
Lucky, what have you been doing?
I was setting up a meeting with Lieutenant Corporal Amani.
Ah, okay. So you've set up a meeting with Lieutenant Corporal Amani.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you set this meeting up and where?
We just have her contact direct, don't we?
Yep.
Yeah, probably just say, "Hey, I'd like to discuss some business. Um,
Yeah.
I understand you're probably busy at the moment, but this could benefit both of us. Where's the
Kind
time and
of.
place you're willing to meet?"
Yeah. She says she sends back she sends back absolutely, or she sends back meet me at 9 streets and sends you like a time and a place.
All right. Um.
And she says come unfollowed, come unfollowed, bring no heat.
No heat, you say? Let me think about this. She didn't say bring no one else. Let's see. No, yeah, I could kick the crap out of somebody with my hands, anyways. Um, yeah, all right. I'm bringing Scav though.
Okay. Yeah, you grab Scav and he's like, "Oh, what's the plan?"
Looks like we've got a meeting set up in 9 Streets.
Really? 9 streets? Damn. That place is a fucking war zone right now.
Why do you think I'm offering our help?
Kind of nods and goes, All right. Well, as long as you know what you're doing.
I don't know anything anymore. Hey, what happened this morning?
What do you mean?
Just, never mind. Come on, we're busy.
Kind of has a puzzled look on his face, but yeah, he follows.
Okay. Yeah, that's all she really
Yeah.
cares about. All right, hold
Okay.
on. I've got some inf. Okay, Stray fucked with Op. Okay,
Say what?
I'm just writing this down before I forget it. What was found?
Oh yeah.
Okay. But yeah, let's go to that place and probably would tell Scav to not bring heat.
Yeah. Gav's gonna be like, yeah, no problem. I got a motorcycle up and riding around a little bit. Not mine, obviously, but yeah, I can give us a ride.
That's what I was counting on.
Kind of smiles his kind of greasy but still endearing smile, and his Han Solo smile. He practices in the mirror, you know. No,
I could see
fucking-
him fucking doing that.
I could too. I say it as a joke, but honestly, it might have been something he's done at least once, and like while he's like waiting for the shower to heat up. You know what I mean?
God.
But yeah, kind of you guys hop on the bike, and he drives you around, you up to the 9 Streets roadblock, and you know, of course, there's fucking White Wolf up there. They expect their goddamn bribe, you know.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. Yeah, they're like, I'll take 50 eddies per head to let you guys in.
I'm sure Amani will be happy to hear that.
Oh no, these are White Wolf.
Oh, White Wolf, gotcha.
9 Streets, fucking.
I was gonna say,
Nope, you have an appointment.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's what
White
I was
Wolf-
kind of like. Wow, all right, well,
Yeah.
anywhere's anywhere.
And you see like the bridge that you're going across has snipers on either side of the canal.
Jesus.
And there's fucking big ass armored vehicles on either side of the canal too. You hear gunfire coming from the north. You guys are coming in from kind of the west in Rotond. Or not, no, I guess you'd be coming in from the northeast.
Through
So
Central.
actually, yeah, we'll actually say Canal Belt South has some combat pushing up into it. So yeah,
Okay.
you go across the White Wolf through Centrum. Like they asked for 50 heads ahead.
Yeah, fine.
Yeah, you pay him and goes, pleasure doing business. Cause no trouble, citizens.
God, I fucking hate these guys. Probably to Scav after we leave.
Mm-hmm. Sneering fucking puppies.
Man, are we about to get... Best part is, to help 9 Streets, we have to fuck with Op.
Phew. You're saying you want to fuck with Op?
I'm not saying I want to fuck with Op. I'm saying I'm saying if we're gonna have any help from 9 Streets, they've got to be still standing by the time we go and mess with Lucan.
You mean
Do
White Wolf
that.
then?
I thought that was Op on the other side of the bridge.
No, it's White Wolf.
Oh, wait. Okay.
Yeah, because White Wolf is cracking down on everybody. Remember,
Like
it's there's
you just
joint.
said Op. That's why I was
Did
confused. Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I meant to say White Wolf.
Okay. No. Yep. Having to.
That's why he said sneering fucking puppies.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're wolf. Yeah.
Mhm.
No. Yeah. It is a fucking joint effort right now. But like, think of Op like the CIA and the FBI rolled into one, and then White Wolf is like your military and cops. You know.
Yeah. National Guard at this point.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, he kind of nods and goes, "Fucking White Wolf."
Mm-hmm. Well,
Kind of
we'll have a chance at him later, sooner than later.
Yeah. Kind of goes, all right, well. And you guys ride in. you guys are brought right into the center of 9 Streets, right? Like right around the T of 9 Streets, you know,
Okay.
the first T. Kind of, because I don't know why, but my fucking ping tool is not working. I guess I need to reinstall my plugins. Anyway, you're kind of up there, and you pull in, and it's actually, you can tell that, yeah, there's some combat damage. It's not here, but you see people who have open injuries. Everyone's carrying a gun openly, you know. But this is where most of the civilians of the 9 Streets kind of populate. And there's kind of like a coffee shop that's been turned into a operations headquarters, right? You see heavily armed guards outside of it. You see the parking lot across the street from it has several dispersed and kind of camouflage covered like vehicles, anti-personnel, and otherwise, you know. And you're pretty sure you even see a fucking tank, like a
Oh,
grav tank. So yeah, you come up, and the 2 guards look at you and nod you in. You know,
Okay.
they know you're coming. You know, you walk in, and Lieutenant Corporal Amani is busy barking orders, you know, just like, I needed comms yesterday. I need them today, now. 5 minutes, or your ass is grass. Front line. And, like, the guy's like, shit, okay. You know, looks over and goes, Lucky, be with you in a moment. Kind of,
Take your time.
yeah, kind of looks over, and it's like, weapon shipments. What's the story? We've got 3 crates coming in. Heavy? Ordnance. Excellent. Make it 4 crates if you can. But I understand. Shit's thin. Kind of nods, you know. Walks up to you and immediately offers you a handshake.
Yeah, she'll take it.
Yeah.
But
Well, breathe. If it isn't the mystical... What do they call you?
wait, I missed that. What?
She's like, if it isn't the mystical hero of Canal Belt South. What do they call you? That bitch with a grenade launcher?
Yeah, I think that's the one. She says with a wry grin.
Oh, yeah. She says, come, sit. I've got some espresso prepared. And, you are? And Scav kind of goes, unimportant. Not in a conceited way. Literally unimportant. I'm Scav. And she, like, looks at you and goes, I didn't know you were carrying a lost puppy with you.
Trust me, Scav is the well. You ride with Scav long enough, you learn that there's very few that I trust more to. Well, there's very few you would trust to get you out of a worse situation.
Yeah.
That was a bad way to
Okay.
phrase it, but you know what I meant.
I get what you mean, yeah. Lucky said it, but cooler. Yeah, I hear you. She kind of nods and goes, understood. Kind of sits down and, you know, has another espresso poured.
Mm-hmm.
And kind of sits down and goes, so, you did me a good turn at some point. Or you did me a good turn a couple months back. So I figured least I could do is hear you out. As you can see, we've got a little bit of a situation, or we've got a little bit of a crunch on us. But how can I help? What are you talking? What are we thinking?
Actually, I'm here to extend my help to you.
Kind of goes.
So,
How so?
as of late, I've been putting together a crew. It's not,
I've heard you're dread pirates.
Not a name I would have chosen, but, well, I suppose it fits. That
I respect
being
it.
said, I'm willing to offer my support with whatever you need to make sure that 9 Streets is independent at the end of the day. I'm not asking for money. I'm not asking for equipment. I'm not asking for intel. All I'd want is a favor in the future.
Kind of nods and goes, An interesting blank check. Kind of thinks for a second.
If you need more arms, I can talk to my people in Rotonde. Hell, I might even have some sympathetic ears with the river rats, much as I'd hate to talk to them. I could get you medical supplies. We've got a couple of young kids, but they're good at patching up holes, and they could probably get more medical help. Hell, if you think about it, we're outliers in this place. Nobody recognizes us, really. We could do some dirty work behind, cause some issues for White Wolf, slow things down, find intel. We're small,
Kind of.
but we're pliable. Whatever you need.
Kind of nods and goes, well, if I was needing anything, it probably wouldn't be any sort of guns or passive activity. Much as I like the idea, I think that uses for you are a little bit better. You're some of the most skilled. You're some of the most skilled edge runners out there. You're some of the ones who are actually transcending edge runner into shot caller, and for that, I think that there is a little bit of value in there. Let me think on it. Let me think about what I could need from you. I tell you what. Right now, all I need from you, you keep sticking it. You keep sticking it to New Human, and it's more than fine. I'll get you something specific later, but the sooner New Human's been dealt with, the sooner that 9 Streets can deal with the fact that we're dealing with just about every kind of bullshit getting lumped under the same, I don't know, umbrella as those savages.
All right. Total honesty.
Hmm.
The favor was dealing with New Human. We know that the leader of what's left of this sect of New Humans hiding out in a warehouse in the tracks. Every day he's losing men in influence. But by the time he's weak enough to hit, we're still going to need a lot more than a tiny ragtag band of fixers and, well, solos. We want 9 Street's help. But to do that, you need to exist.
Kind of goes, It's mutually beneficial on both of our ends. Tell you what. Whenever you need your help pushing in, that's when I'll call in my half of the favor. Because what I'm going to need is I'm going to need some breathing room, and then I'm going to need a clear path through Canal Belt South, into Plantage, into Bijlmer, into the tracks. Unless you're trying to get me through DePip into Bijlmer, into the tracks. That's going to be about the best I can do. We're not pushing through Centrum. No goddamn way. If you can start engineering a way through, I'll consider us copacetic entirely, and just happening to be allies of the same goal.
Not a bad idea, and it makes sense. CBS is still, well... They still have the werewolves in Canal Belt South right now? Or have they finally pulled them out? Talking to them.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. She's like, yep, got plenty of werewolves out there. Plus, when it comes to areas like the tracks, comes to areas like Schipple, I hear that they've even got some regulators out spooking around.
Jesus.
Mm-hmm. Who would think that joint task force happened?
Well, when the little people start to band together and realize that their problems are all because of the big people, well, they'll put aside their differences for any amount of money.
A fucking men, sister. And she's like, if we can punch a way through Canal Belt South while simultaneously making sure that at least everywhere but Centrum isn't going to be trying to pull anything on us. We can head through. I bet you if you talk to the Lightners about your Dawn, they could lock that side down for us, and then Canal Belt North. Well, that's Rat's territory, so that's going to have to be a conversation too.
You ever play that old game? What's it called? Diplomacy?
Never was one for board games.
Well, Lieutenant Corporal, right now we're playing a game of diplomacy. And if there's one thing I've learned... Fuck it, we'll do it anyways. I'll do my best to... Alright, you've got yourself a deal. I suppose I should start working on that.
Kind of nods and goes, "All right, that sounds good to me." And she's like, "Top of that, Canal Belt South might have a slight lead in. They haven't been willing to talk to us on anything but community projects, but there's a group of anarchists called the Wren Sparrows.
Oh, not these kids again. Alright.
I know, they're kind of diametrically opposed to what we do. I mean, something unjust hierarchies. As far as I'm concerned, this structure's fine by me. But might want to talk to them. They might be able to throw up some kind of smokescreen."
They won't work with us. Well, I say that. But we've got some new faces in the crowd that are familiar with them. Matter of fact, I think one's even a member. So...
Kind of...
Go ahead.
Yeah, just gonna say kind of nod and go, "All right."
Let's see here. I gotta write some of this down real fast. Okay, so to do this, we have to deal with... Hold on. I've got to add more shit. CBN. Jordan. CBS. I'm gonna say... Well, either way, we have to get through Bijlmer.
Yeah.
Okay. And then either... Who runs Plantage?
Plantage is... Let me see real quick. I still haven't transferred my notes over, so I have to go to Roll20 to look at that. Give me 1 second. Plantage is... It is a nicer neighborhood. White Wolf generally owns it, but right now, White Wolf does not have the hold in Plantage it used to. So, de facto, it is partially under the sphere of influence of New Human. As is Bijlmer. Bijlmer is much more under the sphere of influence of New Human.
Sounds like someone needs to soften up Bijlmer. So, alright, I've got all that written down. Who runs the PIP? DePip?
DePip is, it's an unspoken rule that nobody owns DePip, but if you want to talk to people who are considered, like, the big heads in DePip, you're going to want to be talking to, the big fixers there. I can get you a list of names of those people.
Well, because at the end of the day, it would probably either be talking to them or the table basically saying, hey, we want, we want safe movement through a street, just like 2 streets. I mean, it's literally just that corner of DePip. No one will stop. No one will do anything. It's just going straight through. We're going to take care of the New Human problem. And most of them should be like, oh, well, I mean...
Yeah. I mean, honestly,
it's a lawn
you
mowing
don't...
service.
Yeah. I mean, really, it's like... are you going to have to deal if it's just that short of a jaunt through DePip? The only thing that might take a hit is your reputation. If you don't talk to anyone, like no one's gonna fucking go after you for that, especially if you're doing it to take out New Human. It
Right.
just depends on how you phrase it. But I can get you a couple names of people who like
Yeah,
would be important about it.
that'll be the least. Yeah, the hardest part is going to be all right dealing with Jordan.
Yeah.
Because the Lightners are going to go. Yes, but what's in it for me? Do you know that arms trading company stocks are up 3,000% in the last month?
Right.
Why would I want that
God.
to end?
Right.
Canal Belt North, I basically just go up and say, hey, Richter was real good for me. Richter was real good for me. I may be a fucking Scarlatti, but I'm not a dipshit.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna, all I ask is a 1-day moratorium.
Mhm.
We're taking care of New Human. We know they're hurting you guys like they're hurting everybody else.
Yeah.
So, it shouldn't be too hard. I mean, Centrum. I mean, you're just gonna have to deal with Centrum.
Yeah. Yeah. No, they already said Centrum's a lost cause.
Yeah.
They just need the breathing room of making sure White Wolf can't go through CBN, Jordan, or like CBS.
Yeah.
Is basically what they need.
Yeah.
And then they need the safe little parade.
Yep. All right, we've got
There's
the
a
beginnings
CVS here.
of
We
a
gotta
plan.
keep a computer out of there.
Ha.
Well,
yeah,
I
make
think
sure
the
that
last thing we need to do is kill OpDocs.
Yeah, that's
But
true. That's true.
I think we'll figure that out in an hour or two, anyways. But
Yeah.
okay, that's no lucky nod and let me get to work.
Yeah. How's your to-do list looking there, Gunner?
It's you can take a look for yourself. It's
Oh, I know. It's fuller than ever.
Yep. But I think that's all
Yeah.
we need to deal with right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I think what we're going to finally end up doing is we are going to go to we are going to go we're going to go to the club.
Oh yeah, because
It
we
has
need
been
to talk with everybody.
Yeah. It's been a couple hours since, and we'll say that you guys set a rendezvous time. It is rendezvous time. Everyone has shown up on time, I assume. I can't imagine that Scene would have shown up late, or Astray, or not Astray, fucking Cash, who literally is currently in the building.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll like be at the bar having a drink, but like deep in thought because I'm secretly having conversations with what's the name again that's in my head now?
I sent I shared with public. Go to the journal area,
Oh, okay.
and it should say Stats Computer Astray. Did anyone else get that?
Yeah,
I don't see any. I don't
Yeah,
see
it popped
any.
up.
I don't see a journal entry.
Huh. Your permissions. Amy is owner now. Save changes. Now
Ooh,
check in the journal.
I see it.
Okay, sick. Yeah. You're having conversations with Jassifer.
Yes, and it probably isn't going very well, but at some point I've asked him to stop calling me Astray and to start calling me Cash.
He is going to continue to call you Miss Astray.
Oh, that's painful. But he's supposed to do what he's told.
Yeah.
But if you stop being astray, he's not gonna listen to you and do what he's told.
That's true. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. Okay. But yeah, I've been like unsuccessfully having conversations with Jassifer.
He's terrible at He's the worst conversationalist. He's not made as a personality. He's a demon.
He is. Every time he talks and he doesn't have a personality, I just drink a little more. Like I
Yeah.
might be 2 or 3 sheets to the wind at this point.
Yeah. Also, as for those, they can go into your deck as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're programs. You can shuffle programs around however you like.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Matter of fact, Jasper would probably be pretty good to let loose on shit while you sneak around in the background because he can draw attention.
For sure. What's his memory usage, do you know?
I do not off the top of my head.
Okay.
Computer King, do you know what his or not Computer King? God damn it, Brian, do you know what his usage would be?
Off the top of my head, I think it's 4.
4.
Okay.
Okay, we'll just say it's 4.
Okay.
Yeah, 4 sounds like a reasonable number because he's a program with 3 programs in him. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So yeah, you guys are all gathered. Skilch cleaned up real nice. Your guys' escape there for you three was pretty clean. You came up a block away, and Skilch ordered you guys a car. Except
You mean
for
Mr. Violet?
That's what I meant, Mr. Violet. Yeah. Sorry. Thank you.
No worries. I was
Um,
just kind of like, I thought Skilch was fine. It was
Oh yeah.
Violet that's gonna get us all in trouble.
Yeah, Violet ordered a car for the 4 of you guys, and took you back to the bar. And I'm assuming Iwasaki, you just rode back to the bar.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So everyone is here.
Drive, I read the book or the
The file.
yeah
Okay.
the file.
Yeah, and to give you a lowdown on the file, he came in. He came in a week ago, right? He had been beaten badly, and had taken a bullet wound. He did not say what happened, but you do note a couple things. One, the round that he was hit with, well, it was only a bullet wound in the arm. It was a really bad wound because it was hit with an expanding round from a 45. Subsonic, though. A subsonic 45. And yeah, that blew off chunks of his arm. They put that clone. They amputated and put a new arm on, a vat clone arm, so it's essentially the same as his arm, but they still had to do that. You know, toxicology reported he was inebriated. He has slight kidney issues that come from heavy use, especially recent use is pretty heavy. It appears, and that's all that you're getting from it.
Okay, good. I'll
Yeah.
need to explain all that.
Yeah. You do know that a lot of the info he had, or a lot of the stuff he had in him for toxicology, was he was very, very hyped up on fizz. But yeah. So you guys all get back to the bar, to Tartarus, and you're all kind of sitting around. Lucky, you make him wait.
A little bit.
Okay.
But then she'll call him up to the office. It'll
Okay.
be cramped, but we can talk there in private.
Sure. Scav is still hanging out with you. Do you want him to head out? I mean, he's very indifferent. He knows that, like, either or.
No, stick around.
Okay.
Stick around. This will dictate what happens next.
Kind of nods and goes, "Well, should I call Serum up then?"
That's a good point. Please do.
Yeah, he kind of calls Serum up, to the bar or to the office.
Yeah.
And Felix obviously comes with as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, you've got everybody up there in the office. It is, in fact, as you described, cramped because you guys aren't in a boardroom. You're in a single person's office.
Mm-hmm. I don't think Lucky's
I
single.
wouldn't say single.
I was gonna
Well,
say.
you know what I mean.
Yeah. No, it's fine. But everybody's in. All right. Well, since we had one volunteer earlier by text, let's start with Cash. Cash, we needed to talk.
Oh, yeah, in front of everybody? Cool. Sure.
Is this about the job, or is this something personal?
Uh, uh,
This is personal. It can wait.
it's not really personal. It's just I got into a Stray's interface.
Mm-hmm.
How much do you want to know right now?
Well, first off, did we find anything important
Oh,
to
oh,
this
let me tell
job?
you about the. Oh, which job are we doing? I'm sorry, outside of character. Which job are we doing right
Uh,
now?
trying to find out who killed a stray and
Oh,
also how to get access to the whale's bank account that she was trying to get in.
hold on. Let me just give you all this information.
Yeah.
And I am gonna like break it down detail by detail. Look at these microtransactions. Holy fucking shit, dude. This
Yeah.
is fucking wild.
And
Bam! And I'm
actually,
just
make me a streetwise check there.
Me?
okay.
Yeah, that would be yeah for Lucky.
Okay.
Oh, oh, lucky. Okay.
I have it. I know I have it.
Yep, it's right below stealth.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, you've seen these before. This is a mixture of a few different scams that like some of this stuff is way bigger than scams you would normally see, but the basis of all these things is some pretty obvious shit. The basis of these is pump and dump stocks and fake businesses. Like it's shit that like you might like pull, like a grift you might pull.
Right.
Is like the broad majority of the ground level of this. But the volume of it is so deeply advanced, like incredibly, hugely advanced. There's so many moving parts. You look, these scams have been going on for more than a decade. In fact, some of these scams were started before the nuke fire when corporations didn't even have international hold. Uh, when it was paper money. But like it's just thousands, tens of thousands of these scams.
Hmm. I'm trying to think here. So.
And it's a lot of eds, obviously. You heard the description earlier. It's a lot of eds.
Astray didn't start these. How old was Astray? 30s?
Good question. Brian?
I think she was about 25.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Way too young to have done all this shit herself.
Mm-hmm.
So she
Oh, yeah.
tapped. She stole this from somebody.
Well, these are not
These are just
bank
transaction
accounts.
numbers.
These are transactional records. Yeah.
Well, so she stole it.
Yeah.
I mean, you generally banks don't hand this shit out to anybody.
No, for sure, for
so
sure.
she stole this shit.
Yeah.
All right. So she got
They're-
caught with her hand in the cookie jar.
Yeah.
Who?
That's a great question. I don't have that information yet.
All right. Well. Anything else relevant we should know?
To what's going on? No. Also, can we have like a conversation a little bit later?
Sure.
Okay.
All right. Picking from people next on the list, looking over to our group of 4. How did hunting down information on the lady go?
Found out a name. Happens to be named Chocolat. Happens to end up she works for the Gemstones Club.
Does that ring a bell? Does that name ring a bell?
Chocolat?
Yeah.
Not really. Like
Okay.
not to you.
Well, the reason I was asking is because you gave me a small chance that
Roll me.
You said the face rang a bell.
What was that first part?
What?
The first part of what you said.
Oh, Yeah, we tracked down her name. Her name's Chocolat.
Shaka
Con.
Lod
Sorry.
from Gemstones.
From Gemstones.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay, you needed me to roll something?
Yeah, roll me a, like, what would be a good one? I guess roll me.
Street deal is kind of a catch-all. That's the fixer specific skill.
Sure. Yeah, street deal sounds good.
Wow.
Yeah. You were gonna have to roll pretty good on that one too. So, yeah. You don't quite get. You don't know Chocolat's name.
Okay, but
yeah.
all right,
Name's Chocolat. She works for fucking Gemstones.
works, huh?
Well,
All right.
far as we know, got chased down. He did not actually hadn't seen her in a while, so maybe gone missing. Probably won't check with the club.
I was gonna say the owner, Chiroprace, right?
He's a big, quiet motherfucker.
Can't say I've had the pleasure of meeting him.
Most people haven't. Kind of nods.
Well,
Oh, by the way, big guy over here, fucking monster. Went ape on the motherfucker. He's trying to run away and, well, he just ran up and fucking held him right in place. He did a pretty fucking good job for himself.
and it kind of turns to look at oh shit, what's his name?
Detergent.
Detergent.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Speak softly and carry a big stick, huh? Let's just
Yeah. Yeah. Detergent just stands there staring forward.
All right.
Fucking
What about you two? 3.
yeah. He's like, well, we ran into some complications on exfiltration, but other than that, we found out about the man.
Complications? Okay, whatever.
No,
You want to
please.
call that a complication?
Rat him out, please.
Yeah.
Fucking stab the doctor, you. That's not a complication.
We have the man's name, we have his medical records, and on top of that, we don't have a loose end. The complication I'm speaking of is the bloodbath that happened directly in front of the chop shop. And kind of like looks at
That was him.
Iwasaki.
Kind of just looks at Iwasaki. Maybe you can shed some light on all of this?
Well, after Mr. Brilliant here gutted the doctor, customer showed up and saw what happened inside. So I took care of the loose end.
Was there a reason to kill the good doctor?
Kind of.
No.
I tend
Yeah.
to agree with the kid. There was no reason to do it, but
What can I say? If I had walked in, asked about a particular customer, and then the man had given me the information and I let him live and I left, that would just mean he would have a description of me, and more importantly, the kid, and at that point, we would have both been targets. He would have ratted us out to his bosses.
Assuming his bosses were anyone of note, which I'm assuming you decided they were.
Kind of goes, well. And
Got a question for you then. In all this thought process and stabbing the doctor so that he doesn't see your face, did it ever occur to you that there might be cameras to the corporation in that medical facility?
Corporation, what are we talking about?
yeah, at this point, Iwasaki You definitely remember they said it was an op doctor.
Yeah,
Fucking, he's not gonna say anything about it.
Mr. Bright Eyes here killed an op doctor.
Lucky just closes her eyes. She's got a stony expression on her face.
If I may, ma'am, and taps his cufflink. The cameras aren't going to pick anything up.
Aha.
Which brings me back to my first question. Did you know this person was connected to Op before you decided to stick a knife in their chest?
No, I simply knew that he was going to be some sort of corpo ripper. Someone who trades around the area of red light generally is going to stop in multiple corpo rippers. We happened to walk into the right one, and then, at the end of it, I disposed of any evidence that could have linked us back to them. And he's got a look on his face just like he is not freaking out. He's not mad. You can't tell a single goddamn emotion on his face. He's just stating it like it's facts.
Well, and he's a corpo himself, so a corpo killing corpos is different.
Yeah, it's
to him, it's different.
To him, it's completely different. Yeah, it's a completely different game.
Yeah, and it's like, yeah, that's great because you've got protection from the corp. We don't.
Yeah.
4 dead people on my watch. I don't feel great about that.
I understand completely. I'm disappointed.
I'm not the one. Well, I'm not the one who stabbed a man overdosing.
At that point, the damage was done, wasn't it?
Kinda tilts.
Just put him out of his misery. It's a lot easier.
No one else saw? No one on the street?
Well, the gunshots that went into Superwoman's chest here, I'm sure that drew some attention. We had White Wolf head towards the scene, but they didn't see us. We made a quick escape.
All right. Well, I ask you, looking at Mr. Violet, keep your ear to the ground to see if this all blows over. If it does, no harm, no foul. If it doesn't, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
And he nods, and you get the sense he fully understands the sentence you're saying.
Good.
But does he care?
Probably.
You know, you can't really tell if he cares or not, but you definitely tell that he understands the implications that you have lightly put under that.
Basically, clean up your shit.
Yeah.
If there's no problems, it's fine. If there are problems, well, then there are problems, and we'll
yeah.
deal with that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So, kind of looking at Iwasaki, looking at crap, what's his name? Trinix?
Yep.
We've got information that helps, and that's what matters. Thank you both. Thank you all.
We have the medical
thank all
file
three of you.
of
that's
the
useful.
dude. Yeah.
Does it have the dude's name on there?
I'm hoping it has an address.
Second,
Doesn't
I
have
a follow-up.
address, not at all. This is a medical black site, essentially. It just has the relevant details, like
So
the ones I
probably not
told you.
even his name.
Well, it has his name, but that's
Okay.
it.
I have a follow-up question out of character.
Huh.
Is there no one in this current party has that life debt to Bellatrix, do they?
Not anymore.
Yeah,
Other
it's
than
gone or dead.
Lucky did.
Wait, Lucky was part of that? I thought that was still Sam.
No,
Nope, that was
Sam
Lucky.
got
Oh,
blown
okay.
up
Lucky
into the
actually
very first
reamed
episode.
That's
Lucky
right.
actually reamed around directly through her head.
That's right. We'll have. Okay.
I have an out of character question, but sort
Yes.
of not. The stats on here says +3 intelligence and 30 memory. Can I cannibalize this after I've pulled these programs out and take that?
Not for the interface. That one was for my use.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Never mind. Okay.
Yeah.
Can I
You're good.
cast? But I still need to talk to Lucky.
Yeah. Um,
So, looking at scene, I suppose that leaves.
Oh, yeah. Well, let's start with the beginning, huh? The man's name is Andrew Speranzi. What you're not gonna like is he's part of the Habsburg group, or works for them.
Hmm,
Um,
great.
Probably in part of embezzlement or an underground cabal because he had money he shouldn't have. Uh, the woman, Chocolat, no longer works at Gemstone. She's gone. But I do have the contact to get in touch with Cairo Price for you. So there's a bonus. Oh, and
That'll be.
Andrew Speranzi is married. I have his wife's name and address, so if you need that too, I can hand that over. Oh, and the bank account, he was, one of his bank accounts, but it's empty now. Just casually, all this shit.
Hmm.
hey hosers, hey hosers, I got everything you got plus.
You're like, I hope we got his address. And I'm just like,
Yeah.
Hold, please. Let me look at my notes. Like, I love that.
well, I can also advise that Mr. Speranzi has been missing for the last, well, not missing, hasn't been seen around some areas for the last 2 months. He took quite a beating, which is probably what you might have in that document you have there.
Timeline doesn't match
That was
up.
a week ago.
A week ago. So he's been getting into more beatings. Wonderful.
Hmm.
Like I said, probably embezzlement or an underground cabal, probably on the run. The woman with him, like you said, is that Chocolat. She was she's part of the Diamond Club at Gemstones, which not top tier, but still pays well enough for her to just leave is quite surprising. So for me, I think our next step would be go through Cairo Price. And
We've got several next steps. First one, looking over at. Let's think here. Okay, Iwasaki detergent. Let's do. Yeah, let's also do Mr. Violet. Yeah.
fight to the death.
The
Oh, yeah.
three of you, I want to go to that address. More than likely, no one is there. Maybe the wife, if she's not on the run with him. I fully expect some sort of trap to be set by whoever is chasing our. Well. It's odd that Mr. Speranzi is also being chased at the same time that Astray was. I'm curious.
Scene will raise a hand. Why don't I go with those three? Sending 3 pure muscles into a delicate situation might end poorly
I'm
for others.
going to need you to come with me to Gemstones.
Okay. Just concerned for the fucking house.
Yeah, just gonna look back. This time, no blood unless absolutely necessary. Under no circumstances are we to harm the wife.
I will actually also look over and be like, by the way, if you do need to if you do find him and need to extract information, I just pull out the hydrazine, numb him, and then torture him. Trust me, you'll hate it.
That's evil.
Yeah. Kind of.
That was my plan
yeah.
all along.
Right. I love that.
Actually, hold on. One redaction. We're actually going to switch Mr. Violet for Skelch.
For Skelch? All right.
Yeah. Because I have a different thing in mind for Violet.
Yeah, Skelch is like, sounds good to me. These two are scary as fuck, so I feel incredibly safe.
Well, good. Make sure to have your car salesman face on because we need whatever information we can get from that house.
Oh, come on. You know I was born with a car salesman face.
Let's see here. Mr. Violet,
Hmm.
how do you like working with Trinix?
The boy is a bit of a firebrand, but pliable.
Pliable. Well, that's interesting because I am going to need you to escort him into Canal Belt South. Trinix, I'm going to need you to call upon your Wren Sparrow friends. We've offered our help, she says, looking to everybody, to the 9 Streets gang. 9 Streets, in return for safe passage to the tracks, well, closer to Bijlmer, is going to help us assault the tracks and similarly rescue. Well, just they're there for the Red Eye gang. We will be there for we will be there for Deltrick.
Wait. Hold on. You fucking telling me that right now we're going to be going and directly assaulting New Human?
That is the plan at some point. Right now, we're just laying the groundwork. If you don't want to be there direct, that's fine. That'll be after this.
Hark. Well, guess in for a penny. Or guess in for an innie. Yeah, kind of shrugs, you know.
After that, I'm going to need you to set up a meeting with the Lightners. We need to talk to them about your Dawn.
Oh, man. It's been a minute since I've had to do any big boy guff.
Well, I was
can do
talking
that.
with
Oh.
Mr. Violet about talking
Violet is just like...
Because he's a corpo.
Yeah, absolutely. Kind of looks at you and goes, understood. I can get you a meeting. It might take me a little bit of time, but
That's fine.
something tells me they're not going to fit me in our immediately busy schedule.
Maybe, maybe not. But the important part is that the conversation is had. Now, Skelch, assuming you don't burn down the house you're going to, after that, if you would like to go to Canal Belt North, we need to talk with the River Rats about our good old friend Richter. And seeing if we can't get a one-day moratorium on them and 9 Streets.
That's a tall fucking order. Very least I can get you in the room with them, and I can hang out there too. I got a little bit of pull with the rats.
Well, Richter ran with us for a little while. We'll see how much goodwill that buys us. At the end of the day, I'm not there for us. I'm there for the good of the city, so hopefully they'll see sense. Who have I left out here? Trinix, you probably want to take your friend when you go to Canal Belt South with you.
Suzerain,
yes. Let's see.
I was going to talk to her when we got done here.
Cash. Well, we still need to have that conversation. We'll play it by ear after that.
Okay.
Let's see. Who else we got?
You've got Felix and Serum.
That's right.
Who are in this meeting.
Serum, how's the work on that car going?
She's she's basically good as new. I want to put a supercharger in it. Other than that, I mean, she runs nice and mint.
Alrighty.
She's about stock though. I can kind of tune her however you need her to be.
Well, something that'll get around these city streets quickly would be nice. Let's think here.
Want her fast and loud, or fast and quiet?
We've already got a grenade launcher on Scene's van, so let's go ahead and do fast and quiet for this one.
Well, let's hold off on that part.
What?
Yeah, out of character because I don't know what will work with the new system.
Mm,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Kind of, but yeah, he kind of nods and goes, "At the very least, I'll make it fast."
Please do.
Yeah.
Now, Felix, I just realized we are going to need someone with those headed to. Actually, I think I've left something out here. No, we've got people going to look at gemstones. We've got people going to Andrew's house and probably kicking a hornet's nest there. I will probably have. Well, let's see. I may send either Felix or. Ooh, actually. Ah, damn it. Guys, where do we want Felix to go? Because wherever Felix goes, he's taking video and is gonna chop it up into a little, well, promo for us.
Right, he's taking video and then I'm chopping it up.
No, he can do both.
He can do both. It really depends on.
Just kidding.
How many BDs have
Your
you made for
BDs.
me yet?
Oh well, that's true.
I was gonna say, real life.
Your
Amy's
BDs, he's straight up video.
confusing
Yeah,
yourself.
Yeah,
with
he's all
Cash.
video. I'm interactive.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and because Cash. Well, we'll have that conversation. I'll see where to stick you.
Okay. It's a really simple one.
Right.
It's just an I need money conversation.
Right.
That's all it is.
And
I'm telling you, like,
And
I need $5,000.
Oh, fuck! You think Lucky has $5,000 for you?
What? Isn't there like a company stash or something?
Cities. I mean, Tartarus is living. Yeah, Tartarus is living month to month at the moment.
Okay, well then
a salary for
we
both of you was kind of squeezed out of the budget like from a stone.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay, well then we can say that we didn't have that or if we did, it was very short and basically bad.
If that's all it is.
That's all it was.
I want you to be somewhere. I'm just trying to decide where. If you want to volunteer for one of these groups, go right ahead. Canal Belt South is going to be a lawless wasteland that is incredibly dangerous.
But also, you'll be interacting with some real salt, with genuine people.
Yeah, some people closer to your style. That's what I was going to say after you got done with your stuff. Apparently, Amy, Cash is the only character I think I've ever seen in a cyberpunk dystopia that disabled the security system by saying hi.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
No. It's not how this shit works. Except for you, apparently.
I love that worked. I didn't know, and I figured if it didn't work, I had that kill switch to get myself out and then try again another time. So
Yeah.
Speak friend and enter.
Yes.
Those were simpler times.
I mean, maybe I'm the moral compass your fucking group needed.
Fucking right. I mean, you did just see what Mr. Violet did, right?
I
did.
Fuck. We're gonna need somebody to keep him in line. Shit. Yeah, you're right. If we could have Cash go with the three of them, you'll like.
You think
Suzerain.
Cash will keep him in line?
No,
You will like
Suzerain, but she'll
Tickle
keep
him?
Suzerain in line from
Okay.
killing Violet.
I think you will like Suzerain.
Yes.
Okay.
She's super sweet and fiery.
Okay. Yeah, I'm down.
Let's see.
Whatever you need, I'm down.
No. I will just say, so Felix, what good... well, Felix, where would you like your eyes for this one? Gemstone? No knock raiding a house. Hopefully not. Or Canal Belt South?
Kind of is like, well, I mean, if you're wanting, it depends. I mean, what kind of vibe are you wanting? If you're wanting me to go to Gemstone, I can get some great party footage. Canal Belt South would be some real war reporter shit. I think that could be pretty fun. And having tea at an old lady's house could be interesting as a human piece.
I think you're underestimating exactly what's going to be happening at that house, but fair. If all goes well, it should indeed just be tea with an old lady. Stick with your friend Cash. At very
Okay.
least, maybe you could get some good shots.
He from his backpack takes his helmet and fucking sticks it on his head and goes, "Yes, war reporting."
He takes what out of his backpack?
Say what?
What does he take out of his backpack?
A
A
helmet.
metal helmet.
God.
Oh my god.
All right.
Stuffs
I
it on
love
his
you
head.
so much. Is there room for his little ears?
Yes, of course. What the fuck do you? Of course, there's room for his little ears.
I love him.
Yeah,
Now go nya. Never mind.
that is degrading. I
No,
got
I
these
said
genetic
that out of
implants.
character. Jesus Christ. Do you think I would say that to his face?
No, but also he would make a point to say that he got these. He got these to be kawaii for himself, not for other people.
Goddamn straight. You fucking go. I love that. Always
God.
do what you want for you.
Okay. I
Right?
think I've got everybody else's shit delegated. Oh. Ooh. Yes, because then gonna look at Scav. Scav, you're gonna come
Yeah.
with me and with Scene because after this, we have to go talk with a street artist about stealing some shit. Specifically, stealing Decibel shit.
He
Oh,
kind of goes, "Oh," and he's got a smile on his face.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You think I
seems
forgot
nice.
about that, but I didn't. What's
Yeah,
that scene?
Oh no, I was like, Scene would just nod.
yeah.
Yeah, sure, okay, yeah.
Well,
I definitely don't know who that is.
look.
Wait.
Look, I was going to give I was gonna give that to somebody else, but then I realized Skelch probably doesn't care enough to do it right. I do not trust Mr. Violet to not just straight up murder her. And we were specifically asked not to murder her. So obviously I'm sending the least bloodthirsty of us all after her. You know, Lucky.
Yeah. Good old derezzing a Netrunner in the middle of a raid,
Like-
completely unnecessarily Lucky.
Let's send Lucky and Scene, this will go well.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I'm
Scene
bringing
planning
Scav
torture.
along, so Scav can go. Lucky, you're not supposed to kill her. I'm not. I just
Turns
I
around,
just
Scene's
want to talk to
torturing
her.
her.
I just want to. I just want to shoot her. I just want to shoot her.
Shit.
So, but that should take at least some of these items off my to-do list, which is now like a dozen items long.
Oh, you do have a big to-do list, my friend.
Mm-hmm. But
So
oh, and everybody,
think-
don't be afraid to call each other. Go ahead.
no, I was gonna say I think once everyone starts filing out, Scene will just remain in his seat. And
Okay.
Just wait.
Yes, see.
Wasn't Just a little heads up, this information didn't come exactly cheap. We we don't owe Belladotrix doesn't owe us a life debt anymore, but this was quite a hefty amount of information.
Seeing if I can say one thing. At the end of the day, in the grand scheme of things, Belladontra wasn't that important to begin with. She's just one
It was
person
just-
of one club.
Just shrugged like, yeah, I just didn't want you to try to cash in a debt and then
Oh.
find out it's not there.
That is good information. Yes, thank you. But I look at it as this. If we really wanted to hang on to a life debt, Zween's life debt would be one we'd be interested in keeping.
Couldn't agree more.
The full weight of the vices behind us? Huh. Now that I think about it, I think we need to have a meeting with Zween.
Huh.
Lots of meetings. Did you think it was going to be this many meetings when you signed on to run a club?
Nope. Honestly thought it would just be a lot of drinking, having fun, and net running.
All right. That's all I have, I'm pretty sure, unless
Yeah.
someone forgot to give me some info.
Yeah. I think that also we're probably going to call it there.
Yeah.
And we're going to have
Please.
one more huh?
Yes, please. Go ahead.
Right. No, I was like, I figured. Yeah, it's 2:00.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we are going to have one more scene before we go. It's a short one. The TV in the bar is getting kind of passed around the channels, and someone's like, hey, fucking, no, I was watching that. Fuck off. Wait, what the fuck? I was watching that. And then, like, one of the Dutchmen kind of, like, gets between them and is like, let the man watch his new show. I think it's going to be important. Kind of, like, looks at the screen. We all see a figure that we haven't talked about, but that all of you would most certainly know who he is. We are looking at Sheriff David Adams, the number one, the sheriff and head of White Wolf. Sheriff David Adams stands there, mustachioed and proud, a Texan by nature, a perfect man to run a paramilitary police squad. Says, as of recent developments between White Wolf and unwanted contingencies, we are going to be upping city security. I would like to unveil Phase 2 of the White Wolf lockdown procedure. Now, as you know, martial law has been called in many militarized and remilitarized zones across the city. In those areas now enacting, alongside with our brave werewolves holding down the area, we are going to be having mechanized canine infantry. And he's going to point, there's a group of handlers who do not have face holes in their masks, but they have dogs that are robot dogs with just big fucking cameras on their heads. Top of that, we also have ordered in recently IZW some of the finest machinery that man can offer. We have ordered another 30 AVs. We have offered another 50 APCs, and we have offered another 10. That is correct. 10 glorious anti-vehicle in-city precision artillery. And it shows an entire fucking cavalcade of
Jesus
fucking vehicles. The mounted cavalry is going to be a large portion of our push against contingents of gang members and terrorists within the south of the city. As you know, we have already locked down the entirety of Central Station. This is what we call a victory, ladies and gentlemen. And to aid in that victory, we have in fact paired with we have in fact paired with joint operations under the request of Democracy Ltd. with Armature weapons with Armature weapons. Currently, we have Ms. Shit. Where's my names? God damn it. Currently, we have Ms. Shashki here today to give a brief on new developments within the private military community. And like this woman steps up, and right as she's about to talk, someone turns the TV off and goes, "Shit, this whole town fucked." And we're gonna cut there. Let's start with some sign-offs. Let's start with Amy. Amy Gedden, give us a sign-off.
Hello, I'm Amy Gedden. Tonight I played Cash. I did not have to deal with the impending doom that is lying to my girlfriend. This worked out really, really well. And I appreciate that the GM let me make a new friend who doesn't actually have a personality. Also, I need enough money so I can build him a personality because that shit's gonna happen. He's gonna be my buddy in my brain. It's just I'm fucking doing it. And uh also I'm in Starfinder on Mondays, and that's loads of fun. And that's it for now, but eventually there will be other stuff. That's me.
All right, excellent. Next, let's get Scott.
Scotty
All right, come
boy.
back around because I'm almost back home.
Oh,
I get you. I get you. All right, let's get Computer King.
I'm the Computer King, the supervillain of streaming. And yes, my character did chase someone down and double chicken wing them. Uh, that's a very painful maneuver, too. Uh,
Mm,
poor guy. He must have been scared quite shitless.
yes.
And on Mondays, I'm in Fire Strike. And sooner or later, from hench to mensch, we'll return with more supervillain hijinks. Other than that, that's it for now.
All right, excellent. Next thing's next. Let's go with Brian.
Yes, I'm Brian. I played Iwasaki today, who really showed what you can do with a little 4-inch long throwing knife,
Mm-hmm.
especially when you know how to land it right. But yeah, so that was interesting. Some very quick little combat. And on Monday, you can find me in the Fire Strike, currently playing Rhino Dragon, the 1920s inspired Irish dock worker from New York City. And yeah, he's a Burnwort's like, I don't know if he likes him anymore. I'll have to figure that one out.
Yeah.
Because it's like, your life, my life, yeah, bye, you're hurt, bonk, gone. And I will be starting a 3.5 game Sunday nights. I got 2 people, 10 and a third. Look for a couple more.
Aki, I need to talk to you.
Okay. And yeah, that I'm not going to say it's going to be within the next couple of weeks, but that is definitely in the making. And yeah, that's about it.
Yeah. Scott, are you home yet?
Goddamn dogs would get the fuck out of my way. Yeah.
All right, Scott, it's your go.
Fucking story of my life, Scott. Story of my whole goddamn life. Okay.
Okay, so I'm Scott, and I played the Trinix, who is appalled by the massive murder that wasn't needed, but apparently it was. I don't know. Whatever. Okay, so I also on Monday in Fire Strike is Xander, who's trying to fix the multiverse with some powerful artifact thing. And currently, that's all I'm doing. More things for me to be in later as they come to light, I guess. I don't know. That's it.
Hell yeah. All right, excellent. Let's move on to Daniel.
hola, ¿cómo estás? Muy bien. What up? I don't know what's up. You caught me here playing scene. Got a lot of information. Traded a life depth for it, but that's okay. I've got 2 more in another game. uh, yeah, I got a lot of good information. Excited. Oh my god, I have a whole page. I was just writing it all down in pencil because I draw now. That's a thing I do. I draw.
Hell
Uh,
yeah.
beyond that, though, you can catch me Mondays in the Fire Strike. And oh my god, I feel like I have no time in the world. I just need to quit my job and live jobless and play more D&D. But I already like have such limited time. I feel like you working nights, you have less time than if you work days. It just because there's like no one
Mhm.
around when you're actually off because it's either
Yeah.
really late or really early and my night's off.
or tonight, and after this, now I have I'm gonna go play with an Australian after this, so there's that. But yeah, that's me.
All right, excellent. And that leaves Gunner.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Sarah Smith. Today you saw me creating, what do we want to call this? It's not a shitstorm yet because the storm hasn't happened. But as you can see, I'm doing my level best to put everyone in a position to fail horribly. And at some point, the wheels are going to come off this shit, and it's just going to fall apart. And hopefully, when that happens, the only person who gets burned is everyone except me. So, let's see. No. I hope you guys all survive. I think. Anyways, you can also find me on Mondays. You can find me, hopefully, on the Sundays. I'm just trying to get this sleep schedule to work so I can do late nights and then turn around and go to work at 4 a.m. So yeah, that's me.
All right, excellent. And that leaves me. Hello, everyone. My name is Mike, also known as Win 5, Get 1 Free, where tonight we got to see how each of these edge runners in particular works their magic and does their thing. I feel like we got a pretty good showcase of everybody except for Serum and Felix. Everyone else, we got a really good sense of what they do and how they do it, you know. Along with that, you can also catch me on Mondays where I am in Fire Shrike playing 2 characters. That's right, 2. 1, 2. I'm playing Burn Ward, who is Grumpy Boy, and I'm playing Wathaki the Seekers, who is, just kind of vibing. Just kind of doing their thing, you know? But yeah, you can also catch me in that game that Brian is going to be running. I'm excited. I don't want to give away any details because he has not given away details, but it's going to be a fun one. I'm excited for my character. But if you are currently watching on Twitch, thank you so much. We love you. But also, you could be watching us on YouTube again and again and again and again and again at youtube.com/pair_o_dice_theater. No, hold on. youtube.com/paradise theater, no underscores. If you are currently watching us on YouTube, we love you. Thank you. But also, what are you doing, you silly goose? You could be watching us live at twitch.tv/pair_o_dice_theater. This time, we do have the underscores. Sorry, I'm hitting the very end of my ability to perform. I just got off of a 3-hour session, and now I just ran a 4-hour session, so, you know. Finally, if you are a fan of the hot, fast, and sexy world of scheduling, you also happen to be a big old fan of being a fan of
hot
some
memes. Hot
and
memes.
hot memes. There we go. Catch us at Pair Theater on Twitter. My name is Mike, also known as Win 5, Get 1 3, Get 1 Free. And for everyone here at Paradise Theater, let's get a Nozdrovia and get the heck out of here.
Nostrovia!